Yo, man.
Hey, what's happening?
It's your boy L to the Z.
Your boy Steel right here.
Yeah, you're live on Blueprint Sessions.
Episode 6.
Let them know, man. Let them know. Yeah, man. We got a special guest with us today, but before we introduce this guest, still,
Yeah, Baba.
um, there's some stuff that we're gonna have to address with this guest
Like what?
because I saw a status on his timeline,
Okay.
which I feel would make a great argument with you. And the beauty about it, I'm neutral now.
Okay. I'd love to know what the status is because I don't
I'm
know
neutral.
what it is.
So
I don't know what
I
this
get to be the referee and I get to view both points of both sides.
Okay.
You know, obviously you believe that Casper is the greatest because of what he's achieved.
Oh, you know what? I think
so
I
it's
saw.
that
I think I saw that status.
So it's that argument.
actually.
And I was like,
no.
oh,
I don't
snap.
believe he's the greatest.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. I don't believe he's the greatest. I
So
don't even
why
know,
do you deride
I don't
him,
even
man?
know in hip hop if anything such as the greatest exists. Honestly speaking.
Oh, believe,
That's
trust
just
me.
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, they do, man. Quite a
They
lot
do.
too. Quite a lot.
That's just my opinion. Like, okay, I can understand saying Gucci, top 5 or top 10 that, but I'm talking about that number 1.
that all-time number one.
I'm talking about that number 1.
It depends how you-
People fight
I
for
don't
that.
know. I
It
don't know
depends
if
on
in
how you
hip-hop
rank it.
we could ever agree on that
I
in
think we
hip hop.
do. Yeah.
It depends on overall what is the relevance of your rankings. Like, do you talk about songwriting? Do you talk about lyricism?
No,
Do you
not even
talk
that.
about what you've achieved?
LZ, I'm talking about ever since there's been this top charts or whatever thing, ne?
Yeah.
I don't know if in hip hop we could ever unite and agree on the fact that okay, so and so is number 1.
That's
In
the
South
thing.
Africa, we can't agree.
No,
In South Africa, we definitely can't.
No,
In America,
like there is a way we could do it. Like the one thing that ruined this is mainstream. Like mainstream just came up with its own criteria. Remember, like mainstream for hip hop is now like a cash cow. It's like a bank. Like mainstream is like the bank, and all hip hop
Yeah.
needs to go and take a piece of it. So because they are those guys, whatever they say, okay, cool, this is how you rate hip hop. This is the criteria. Hip hop just ran to it. Like for example, now in South Africa with the hottest MC list,
yeah.
they gave the
Who did the number 1 go to?
language.
By
It
the way,
Actually,
It went to the same guy.
who?
Casper Nyovest.
Oh, did it go to Casper again this
Accumulations,
year?
my friend.
first of all, he's not an MC. I don't even understand why he's on
Exactly,
that
my friend.
list.
My point exactly.
But AK is not an MC either.
my point.
Are you sure about that?
Wait,
100%.
guys, let's not get into this.
100%.
My friend, right? We're gonna school each other.
But I
like
know
this.
Jay. Wait, we haven't even introduced Jay, but I know Jay's an AKA fan, so that's why obviously he's catching this.
No, I'm not catching feelings. Like I
Oh
said,
my gosh.
we are going to school each other. Like you're gonna give me some
Okay,
facts,
yeah,
and I'm gonna
but
give you
this
some
is gonna be
facts.
interesting. This episode definitely is gonna
That's
be
gonna
one of
be
the
very
interesting
Like I'm
episodes.
loving it already.
Yeah. But let's introduce our guest, man. Let's introduce our guest before we actually go into
Yeah.
everything else. Let's introduce our guest.
He is a big homie.
Yeah.
He is these things I want to say. I'm not sure if I should say them now that he's engaged and everything.
Say it, my man. Say it.
Let's just be safe, man. Let's just talk about his artistry, man.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
He's a-
We cannot risk home right now.
You
cannot
can't
play
be a
that game.
home wrecking on podcast, man. You can't be home wrecking on podcast. He is a choreographer. He is a sound engineer, as
Yep.
some may debate.
I feel like there's a
And
story
I hope
there,
they're
but
listening to this.
I feel like there's a story there, but
Please,
Hey,
let's not
man,
go
a
to that
huge
story,
one.
man.
A huge one. He is a rapper slash artist. He is a artist manager. He is help me out here, still, because I
You've
have a
mentioned
lot of
everything
titles.
I
He is the
know.
boss of New Elite. He is the boss of the History Tour.
Jeez, man.
Oh man, that's
You
a long
remember all
list,
that?
man. I feel like we could spend this whole podcast just talking about what this guy has in his caliber. First of all, man, this is Jay.
this is a whole resume,
Okay.
dude.
Yes.
An OG.
Yes.
He's an OG.
Yeah. What's up, people? J is Junior Kylan Kimber.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
He
man.
actually said his full name
Yeah,
for
I
the
had to
first
some
time.
first- I'm
man.
grown, man. I'm grown.
Yeah,
Grown,
that's
man.
all the grown guys do.
Yeah, man.
was
Say
a
the
girl.
whole name, like the whole
Oh.
sentence.
Yeah.
The whole sentence.
Yeah.
I can see where
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
conversation is going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
a married and engaged man. I can see where this is
Yes.
going.
Yeah.
I'm the outcast of this podcast,
You
guys.
like
We need to
Like
pull you in.
one's married,
real slow,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
others
Yeah, put him
engaged.
real
Need
slow.
to
He
pull you
needs to
in.
know what real life is, man.
Yeah.
And then it's the tight pants. I'm the only one who's got A in his pants, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That
it's
means
fine.
you. That means you ain't
I
growing.
mean, you ain't grown, man.
What?
You grow into them pants until they tight.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it is, Jay. You preached it right there. No, you preached
That's
it, Jay.
actually the best odds I've
You
ever
preached it,
heard.
Jay. That's what
From
it is.
tight pants, man.
That's what
Still
it
need
is.
to up your game, man.
What you mean I need to up my game?
Take some points, man. Take some points.
What do you mean
You
I need
need
to
to
up my
sit with a
game?
notebook in this podcast, man.
Come
Yeah.
on, still ain't like that. Still,
What do you mean I need to up my game? You're the one who's in skinny jeans.
Wow. Okay.
We
Still's got
rocking
it.
them.
Okay.
Still's got it. Still's got it. Like I've met Still. Like even before I knew Still was Still. I remember we had this argument. It was me and an instance, yeah, at the back there. We had this crazy argument, and then I didn't even know Still was into hip hop. Then
Are you for real?
like I could see this guy is like, what? And he's got some pointers, which I'm like, wait, what? And then I'm like, I'm back to this guy. He keeps shocking me. I'm like, wait.
Is it about the Drake versus McNeil
Yeah,
argument?
the
I
second
remember
one.
that one. I remember.
I was like, wait, isn't this guy like RBI? Like, why is he adding
dude.
points?
Nah, man. I keep
Yeah.
my ear out in the streets.
That's good, man.
Just-
Like, I
he's
like
changed, man.
Yeah,
He's
just-
changed.
I like
to,
that.
just
He's
to
grown.
hear what's
He
out
hasn't
there.
changed. He was just was keeping it in. Because like then like I
True.
think like
Strict rules and everything.
I think like a year later I heard his first song and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, sure, kid.
I
then-
hear you.
And then I heard the second one. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm done. Like, I will not question this kid anymore. At first, I was like, okay. He got the nice song, nice beat. I was like, good, it's nice. And then the second one, I was like, you know what? Why am I still questioning the kid? Like, he loves us. He's got it.
Hey, bro, I haven't heard
You
it
should,
in a while.
you
but
should
I ain't
hear
gonna
the
lie.
third one,
I
man.
ain't gonna lie. But Jay, let's speak about you, my homie.
Look at him being modest.
What?
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good.
No,
It's
dude.
okay, take it
It's
in,
not
man.
about us.
He's
right
on
now.
his pastoral
It's about
form.
it's about
He's on
our
his
guest. You
pastoral
need to
form
remember.
and
You need to
everything.
understand that. homie. You need to get there. It's about Jay right now,
Yeah, man.
bro. You do all these things. What would you say is like your main? How could I
Oh.
put it? Function like that main thing
main
that you
one, yeah.
love the most. Like you'd give up all these others, but keep this one thing.
Writing, music.
Wow.
Writing music is the one thing that just gets me, man. I can't not write music. Like, I just cannot. I might tell myself I'm off music for a while, but I'm constantly writing in my head, and I always jot it down because, like, you get those ideas that, oh, it's a nice
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, yeah,
At
yeah.
And then you
random
get
times.
those, like, yo, that's a line. For me, it's like there was a point where it's like, oh, nice line, oh, that's crazy, and then it becomes, ooh. And then now, after growing up and doing this for so long, it's more so every time, it's like, ooh, and I write it down. Then eventually I get to a point where I just feel like I need to write something that's emotional and touching, that touches me, fair enough. Like, I use my music as my own therapy.
Yeah.
It's like I become my own therapist.
Wow.
And that's, like recently I wrote the most painful song ever. And the shocking thing for me was I was actually able to finish it. Like all these songs which are like personal, crazy
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
like which are like real close, I never
Yeah.
finished them because it's more like a situation that I think it's gonna become or something that I'm scared of. But this one is like my biggest fear. And the crazy thing about it is that I actually completed that song in 2 days, which scared me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude.
And everybody's asked me, dude, when are you gonna drop the song? I'm like, I don't want to ever drop the song.
What?
What's the song about?
It's karma.
Ah.
Yeah, I wrote a song called Karma.
That makes sense
And
now.
then-
Why he's so afraid.
Yeah, it was a crazy song. Then I spoke to my fiance about it, and she was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, it's like the most beautiful piece I've ever written, and I don't want anybody to ever hear it." And she was like,
Whoa.
"Well, come on, send it to me."
Mainly
I was
because he
like, oh,
doesn't
shit.
want people to know what he's been up
I
to.
was like, "Oh shucks." I was actually hoping she wouldn't say send it to me. Then I sent it to
Whoa.
her. It became an argument because it was that much of a song.
Whoa.
Where she was like, "You're exposing yourself and me here."
Jeepers, dude.
Like, it was like real crazy. And I was like, I don't want to release this. And she said, no, I think you should. I still feel like I'm not releasing Karma. Like my friend Navin, you guys know Navin. He's always like,
Yeah.
but I'm waiting for Karma. I keep on saying, wait. he's gonna keep on waiting. It's never coming out, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, which actually brings up a very interesting conversation. I write a lot of personal songs because I like to
Be deep.
whatever I'm feeling, I like to say it.
Yeah,
you
just put it
know,
out there.
Get it out, so it's no longer in me. That therapy. To what point do we draw the line? How do we separate what's okay? This is for the public. This not so much.
Yeah, man, I've stopped saying this is for this is for this. Like, I can't write a song that is not true anymore. Like, for the past 3 years, I can't do the flexing, the gold chains, because,
You've grown, man.
man, I've tried, because it became a trend. Like, after high school, after like college, it became like a trend, be the cool guy, rap like Drake, do all those things, have this fancy, like, these hand movements. And I could never be that guy. Like, I tried to write these things, like, gold chain. I'm like, I don't even wear gold chains. Like, I failed at writing them, so I was like, no. So I started writing real. And for me, like, everything is more so like true. And there's nothing that I like keep for the public and keep for myself, like, except for this one song. Like, every other song I've written, the guys know, put me on a feature, I'll jump on this and say this. And the one thing I like about my music is that I never lie.
Yeah.
Like, there's some guys who are like, what? No. And my thing is like, go ahead and check me. It's like my answer, go ahead and check me for it. Go and check me for it. And they all come up blank. Because I'll make sure that I never lie. There's one thing I can't say. I can't say I pulled up in a Bentley. Randy knows I take a taxi home. Why am I ever gonna have a line in my song saying I pull up in a Bentley? Really, fam?
You know, some guys, how they justify some rappers from what I've heard, like in interviews and stuff like, because I do a lot of that.
They say
I like
prophesy.
watching interviews. Yeah, that's what they say.
Man.
Like even Jaden Smith on his album, the one song Icon, right? He says, got a tattoo on my torso. So he's doing that lyrical breakdown thing
Yeah.
on Genius, right? That they do. And he's saying, well, I said this line, get a tattoo on my torso, but what a lot of people don't understand is I'm looking into the future, so I'm gonna get a tattoo on my torso. Like,
Man, I can't stand those, man. Like, with me, man.
But that line is actually not saying past tense. It's saying get.
he says,
Got
got
it,
a,
yeah.
no, he actually says, got a tattoo on my torso.
Got a tattoo on
yeah,
my torso,
he actually
yeah.
says, got a tattoo on my
Like,
torso.
I know the song.
Yeah.
What's the
I like
line
the song.
before? I know the song. I just don't remember.
I can't
all
remember the
lines.
line before, dude.
Like, no, with me, I will not know the lyrics. I was just crazy because Jaden in his rapping.
That song
And it's
is
so
the
nice.
song
Yeah,
is
it's
amazing. You heard the
nice.
album?
Yeah, I heard the album. I was like, yo.
It's really dope. Sonically, I really enjoyed
Beautiful,
it, man.
beautiful.
I thought, obviously, I mean, the one thing I was just checking out reactions and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and people's reactions and comments and stuff like that. I think a lot of people didn't enjoy the one moment you up, one moment you down, one
Yeah,
moment you
I
up
hated
again,
that.
one
That's
moment
him.
you
That's
down.
him.
Yeah.
That's him. That's him.
But
But sonically,
I thought
it's a
it
piece
was
of art.
artistic, man. I mean, like it's your art. Paint your art. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
The kid has done so well with this one. Like, he shocked everybody.
Yeah,
I
from
was shocked.
production,
Definitely.
No, I was
Sonic
shocked,
gave
man.
To the writing, it's like, yo, kid.
I'm shocked that he's only been number one only in South Africa. That is shocking to me.
I'm not shocked about that
He's
I am.
man,
necessarily.
man, that's Will Smith's son. You really think hip hop's gonna take him seriously?
Yeah,
After they didn't take his dad
that's the
seriously?
reason.
That's
yeah,
actually
honestly
the
speaking,
reason why they should take him seriously, because his dad has a rapping background.
Yeah, but you know his dad, like the raps he did.
dude. Yeah,
Like, his dad, like,
No, they were relevant in his
Yeah,
time.
listen, it was like the era of Park and Biggie and
Yeah.
Nas, and then the Jays,
Way
and then the
before.
Will
He was
Smith, who
more
was an
poppy.
actor,
Yeah.
mostly pop with his make it clap songs, and the
Yeah.
LL Cool J vibe. Nobody respects those
Yeah,
guys, but they
true.
hip hop.
True.
But they don't want to go back and say there was that era that. Yeah,
True.
this party mood,
True,
they
true,
started
true.
that. But they'll always say, yeah, the Biggie, the Park, the Jigga, the Nas. Forgetting that between those eras, there was these guys.
true.
Yeah,
Which
which,
was-
is
was one of the
actually
guys.
reminds me. LL Cool J really faded in
In
history
acting.
of rap.
Yeah.
Eh?
guy
Like they
still- that
really
guy
don't
can
mention
rap.
it at all.
People forget that Cool J can rap.
I've never heard one of his songs, to be honest with you.
You kidding?
I'm not gonna
Cool
lie to
J
you.
can rap, fam.
You never heard his beef with Cannabis?
I didn't even know
Man,
he had beef with anybody.
I mean, if you think of Cool J has always been Cool J, there was a skinny Cool J.
You were skinny?
At one
Kangol
point.
hats, Kangol hats, Adidas sweatpants. a
At
vest.
one point.
Cool
Wait,
J.
there is a picture that I actually, my uncle used to have a picture. I think it was three guys. Was he in a group at some point?
No, we're
Was
talking
never
about
in
Run
Wasn't a
DMC.
group,
We're talking about
He
that's
used to
DMC.
work with Run DMC.
Yeah, Run DMC. He used to work with them.
Oh,
He was that guy, skinny. He wasn't always a buff, sexy guy. He was actually, man, I'm in the streets.
Yeah.
Actually, I
streets.
think the label made him to be that guy.
Yeah, you had to go sell for the ladies. You know, like
Yeah.
the label will tell you a lot of stuff. They'll tell you, no, your music is fine. It works for the OGs, but the OGs are not going to buy your albums.
Yeah.
The ladies buy your album.
Ladies buy out because they want your picture at the back. They want you to go sign the autographs.
Yeah.
You're gonna
So
come
you
to a
need to
show.
rap without
you need
a
to rap
t-shirt.
there and take your t-shirt off so they can scream. If you do that for the OGs, oh, nigga, what you doing? So they sold it to you that listen, sell to the ladies. Ladies will invest. Guys will hate on a guy, but guys will go crazy for a girl. That's why if you're Beyonce, wear a short skirt. So men will always want to see you in a music video. So if you drop a music video and they can see you wearing a skirt, they all want to see. Mistake, maybe in that shot we see a bit of a booty. So as a guy, the ladies want to see the muscle. Do the same thing. Go to gym, take your t-shirt off. It works. Sex sells. No, it's all that idea. It's not like literally sex sells. That's that
It's
idea.
just that's what they're selling.
It's honestly speaking, it's that's the reality of it.
Yeah,
That,
the idea.
that's the reality of it, and what's happening. Obviously, not just only music, but we see it
in
literally
movies.
in
In
everything.
everything,
Yeah,
everything.
literally everything. I mean, why are you selling a car and you've got a girl,
Got a girl wearing
rocking out
half
a
naked.
bikini?
Exactly.
It
Why?
doesn't make
Really?
sense. You understand? But
You're selling me a Toyota with a model.
hey, dude. But like,
so I get something like that when I buy that. Okay.
You see what I mean?
and it's a little frustrating at times because it's like, okay, I'm planning on having kids one day, and I don't want to expose them to this culture. You know what I mean?
Baby talk already, man.
No, that's
Baby talk
we're
already?
Speaking future, dude. You know what I mean?
Like me.
Are you gonna have time to do Blueprint Sessions podcast, man?
Wow,
With little
LZ.
steels running around, man.
Wow, LZ.
Hey, man.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what I'm sure you
guys-
guys.
I feel like
I'm-
we need to have a
This-
meeting
This
about
guy
this.
is deep.
No, like, I'm sure you guys will be an
This guy is
empire. Then.
deep.
I'm sure you guys will be an empire where you can someone go and hire
It's too
soldiers,
much.
10 soldiers take care of the
Yeah.
kids. Want to do an
LZ,
interview?
I feel like you got the sauce and the seasoning
Hey,
right
man.
now. I don't know what you're doing, man.
Yeah, but you're right though. Mainstream is just doing the most. Like with me, I'm worried about immediately my sister. My sister's
Yeah.
growing so fast now. It's crazy. She has a cell phone on WhatsApp, and now with WhatsApp, there's a status, pics, and messages.
Yeah.
I see these cool things she puts up now and again, and then I see these shocker things. And that for 11, 10, 12, 13-year-old, it's
Yeah.
one of the cool stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like a shocker because when I was 11, and the girls I knew at 11, they weren't putting up that stuff. And this is my sister
True,
now. She
true,
tells me,
true, true,
"Boutique,
true.
I want this sneaker with these high top jeans," and I'm like, wait. How old are you again?
Yo.
No, it's
Like, where are you rushing off to?
Yo.
like she wants all these things because it's on TV, man.
Exactly. It's what we're
That's
being
the thing.
fed.
Yeah, so the media is feeding them all these that now all 11-year-olds they want these jeans, and like the 14-year-olds are already wearing them. So the 11-year-olds now want to be like the 14-year-olds. Now imagine in the next 5 years, the 9-year-olds, how are they gonna think?
Yo.
If the 11-year-olds are
Hey,
thinking like this
Jay,
now,
man.
think about the 9-year-olds, how they're gonna think.
Yo.
The child's gonna be at 9 and thinking, I want to move like Beyonce at 9.
We
And
had
because
this
of everything, like it's
conversation.
changing now, the media is changing, and everything is like give me is free, internet. So kids
Yeah,
are gonna learn
yeah,
these things
yeah,
and be
yeah,
able to
yeah.
think like that at 9.
That's scary,
That's
man.
It's the same conversation we
gonna
had with Anador.
Yeah, the
Like,
whole
kids,
the whole
like,
thing on social media and stuff
So
like that.
ahead, bro.
I love my industry, but I hate it at the same time, man.
Right?
I hate it, bro.
right?
hate to
No,
love-
no, I love it.
I don't love it.
I'll be honest
Dog,
with you.
I love
I
media.
love media. I live for media. But honestly speaking, the trends and the cultures and the people that set them,
Yeah.
they've got so much power, and like we don't even know who these people are.
Yeah,
I love media, but I hate the industry, man. Sorry.
yeah, it's controlled. That's the
Okay.
thing. It's controlled,
I hear what you're saying.
and there's only so much influence us as the new age can have now on the media. Like now, you found a guy like Hove. He's trying to control the American media, but then it's like so much now because he has like the hugest stars in the world. Like
Yeah.
I feel like
All under
like
Ragnash.
a lot of them,
Yeah.
let's say like 80% of the biggest stars in the world,
Yeah.
he's like, they're under him, and then you still have the Lady Gagas who are crazy, the Britney Spears who are super crazy and doing all this weird stuff.
Yeah.
But then he's got the media on hold now. That okay, cool. I got these artists which I respect because
Yeah.
their artistry
Yeah,
and
yeah.
their look is not too much for kids to. But then whatever they do, they set an example. Like
Yeah.
Rihanna is amazing.
Yo.
She's a superstar. She's an icon for
Perfect
women.
artist.
She's a perfect artist. So and the way she dresses, it's not like she wears this skimpy stuff on every damn like a music video or every damn
Yeah.
picture. If it goes in an interview, she dresses accordingly. kids see this and like on a magazine shoot, they'll see that, oh, Rihanna looks so beautiful, and she's
Yeah.
actually dressed. You find the J. Cole's, you find the Big Sean's, you find so and so, who are like the guys who are mainstream right now, and all these guys are actually regular guys who actually have sense. So he's trying to do that with America, but trust me, I know that somebody's gonna try to stop him.
Yeah.
Like we know how it all works.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't be as a black guy and say you control
You
all
can't
media.
own media when you're black, man.
So he's doing a great job right now. I'm just waiting for somebody to try that here in SA, man.
And now Beyonce just, I mean, not Beyonce, I mean, who's this? Rihanna also now just ventured into business in the sense
Puma, yeah,
of
that Fenty.
that and Fenty as well.
yeah.
So,
She was an icon. She's not just doing this here and to look crazy and then in
Hov is
100
teaching,
years.
man.
Yeah,
Hov is
yeah.
teaching.
Exactly. That's the one thing that guy is doing, even in sport now. He goes into basketball. The guy is there. I'll manage you. Because he understands that, for example, in America for the longest time,
they're doing big things at
exactly,
Tidal.
you
Yeah,
could be a b-ball player for 10 years, the best player
Or
in the game.
even
You're making
yeah.
millions.
boxing.
5
In
years
Rock
after you
Nation, yeah.
retire, you're broke. Nobody understands how. How you make the millions 5 years, you make 20 million in 2 years.
That's never
and then
made sense
like
to
a
me,
year
though,
after
man.
you
Yeah.
retire, they say you're broke. His thing was like, how? So
These
now he's
talent
decided
scouts
to go
don't
into these
teach you.
guys here
That's never
and say,
made
listen, I'll
sense to
manage you.
me.
I understand you got this talent scout who used to work with Michael Jordan and so. Fine, he's great. But remember, so who was under him lost their money after 2 years. What I'm trying to do for you here is make you a brand.
Yeah.
So that
Lifetime.
even after you stop playing the game still pays you.
Like
Regardless.
LeBron James. Oh my
LeBron
goodness.
James will never stop getting paid.
You'll never.
Ever.
What
Living,
ventures?
bro,
What
I'm
is
telling
what
you.
ventures is LeBron James?
He's with Nike as well.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
So every time you wear a new 13, that's a LeBron James on it.
Jeepers, man.
And there's like 8 now. There's 8 13s.
Jeepers,
There's
man.
only 8 now.
Yeah.
So will he ever stop getting paid? And that's a lot of money. It's
Never.
like millions. Jordan
Jeepers.
coming
Same
in.
thing with Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, man.
Jordans are still
Them
popular.
Jordans.
Like-
how long have been Jordans popping for though?
Yo,
I feel like they've been popping for a while.
I mean, in
Before we were even
1996,
born,
in
actually.
1996, he wore the Jordan Retro 5. The Retro 5.
yeah.
A red and black one.
Super Bowl.
The red and black one. He wore that in 96.
Jeepers.
And that day is a Jordan Retro 5. He wore it 96.
Sure.
So imagine the first J. Like, when did he wear that? It was probably in the 80s or something.
Yeah.
This guy's been making money.
Man,
Yeah.
And
People
you
are
gotta
making
give
money out
respect
here,
to
dude.
people like that, man. I
Yeah.
don't think-
Yeah.
He broke out of Nike. He now is independent in Jordan.
Imagine a brand like Nike.
Sure.
A brand like Nike, and he took you under and made you all the millions, and you found a way to
$1
break out of
billion
the arm.
company.
Broke under the arm, like,
That's
okay, guys, I'm
crazy,
done.
man.
And your brand still stood and made more millions after that.
That is crazy, dude.
Because not many people get to like screw a big company and live to tell the tale.
don't
Like,
do that.
got away. Because Michael Jackson got half of Sony. Not so long ago, he dies.
Prince got a
Prince
stake of one of the biggest
Got
music
his
labels in the
catalog
world.
from Warner Bros.
And guess
dies.
what? His catalog was owned. So here's what they did with Prince. They told him, listen, if this guy's still alive, there's nobody who wants to listen to him now.
Yeah.
Because all this stuff is happening. There's Beyonce, there's Chris Brown, there's Asher, there's Genuine, there's Omarion, there's all these R&B kids who are popping up. They're crazy, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to listen to Prince, but then if you make him a legend quick, his records will start selling again because guess what? They're legendary, they're Prince and stuff. So they took him out, and guess what? His catalogs went to #1 again. All of them. All of them. And think about that's millions. The guy released albums and albums, and all of his singles were like #1s. So now to put that again on the shelves of the people don't say Prince died, R.I.P. Prince, I'll go get his album. Almost like 3/4 of freaking the US went to go support that, and plus the world. So Warner made more money after Prince died
Jeepers,
from
man.
his album.
Like they do with Tupac.
That's sad.
Dude, too bad, man.
That's sad. Jay, tell me something, dude. Like, the American media industry, South African industry, what do you feel like in South Africa maybe we lack, or in Africa as a continent? What do you feel like we lack that, that America has that we don't have? Where do you
ambition.
feel like we...
Ambition is what we like, yeah. In America, you find a guy from the Bronx who had nothing, he never went to school. But the minute he gets his first 10,000 rands, the guy is scheming on making 100 million from it. From us here, still start getting 10,000 rand. We want to hold on to it. We're scared of losing it.
Buy Jordans.
We're scared of losing. Oh, man, me, I grew up in Quigney. I never made this much money. And now it didn't work. Just a 1-2 job on the side. I got 10,000 rand. Keeping it and putting it in a safe. Not knowing, my friend, 10,000 rand. It's only like 2 months of rent. But because you, it's 10,000 rand. You ain't getting that. American guys have ambition. Hover started his label at 26. He dropped his first album through his own label.
At
Who
age
else in the world has
26.
ever done that? Sign yourself before you even blow up. Open a record label. Release your first album from your own record label, and it sells. He had that much faith in his rapping.
Casper. Then.
Casper, no. Casper stayed under the
Casper,
wing
no.
of somebody who was okay. This guy, HHP, was a king for like 3 years after he won that thing. That Come Dance with the Stars. That's when his music started popping up because he saw, okay, I made millions now. I need to, like, the brand needs to start popping off again. So he invested himself and then he dropped amazing music. And then, like 2 years after, he started to shrivel. And this Nyovest kid, he says he had his ambition on point and he was just working through Jabba. The things he was doing for Jabba, a backup dancer, a hype man.
Nah, man, he was.
He was
hustling.
that guy. And then for like after a few years, like 4 years after, like I think like 3 years after Jabba, this guy made a stupid song, which worked because, you know, our country, the stupid anthem. If you can get
Kushesh.
10, 11-year-olds to sing to your song, and they love the vibe, that's all you
Everybody
need.
comes singing.
10, 11-year-olds to sing the song, it stays in their head, a catchy tune like A, B, C, D, catch that. He did that, Kusheshe. It became one of the biggest songs in the country. Luckily, he had somebody who was amazing, an amazing artist, an amazing musician, an amazing,
Malume.
no, my friend, an amazing guy, artistry-wise. Nobody can doubt this guy. He had him say, "No, my friend, that is not the biggest song in the country. If you look at iTunes right now, I'm number one." He rode on that wave and said, "No, my friend, if you look at other numbers, I'm number one." Started the beef, but because this kid just had a lucky song, with a tune, we don't even know if he can rap properly because we don't know what he's doing in the song, but the tune is amazing. The hook is catchy. So, okay, there's a beef between AKA. People loved his music. They hated his ego. But because now there's like a new kid who's nice in attitude-wise and they're having beef, whose side are they going to take? The nice kid, because we want to see what he can do. We know what AKA can do. We want to see what this can do. So, okay, let's run with this kid. This kid ran with them, and then he released another song on the same tip, Doc Shebeleza. It's a song that kids are gonna rock up and
Yeah.
sing.
That blew up.
Exactly.
That's how
That
I came to
blew
know
up
about.
crazy.
Rap Patch.
That's
because-
how I came to
yeah.
know about Casper.
It blew up
Good
crazy
Doc
because he did what the
Love
kids
that song,
love,
man.
and people want to see that because AK can rap. He's got this vibe of he's this cool vibe, but then guess what?
Love that song.
They want this thing. Doc Shebeleza, it's party time. That's when the whole thing of trap was starting. And they ran with that because it's a South African one, part of South African. Doc Shebeleza is an icon. Fine, they ran with that. But still, nobody could ever stand and say, this kid raps better than AK. But they were still having the beef. This kid said, this is what's happening here. This guy can rap way better than me. He makes way better music, but because of his ego and all that he's doing, he feels like I'm a threat to him. I'm going to run with this. He ran with it to the point where Doc Shebeleza, my friend, made 7 million.
That's a lot, man.
BMW offered the kid 3.5 million to own the song like Kushesh. It's 10 million that you already have from 2 songs. And guess what? You've only been in the game for 2 years. Open a studio, open a record label, sign these excuse my language, sign these young kids who are coming up. Like
Yeah,
Seo,
yeah,
who's
yeah.
an amazing singer, amazing songwriter, amazing producer. He's not known because he's working behind the scenes. All these kids, now I just sign all these kids, make money from them because these kids are also going to have some songs which are going to make number one for like a few weeks. They make money. Guess what? The record label makes money. And then here's the one thing that you're gonna do now because you feel like you're a star. The country likes you because that guy is an ego, and you guys having this thing, and people are supporting you. So if he raps now, and he asks you to rap, what you gonna do? You're gonna fail, right? So what next are you going to do to be reminded that there's a Casper on your vest? A milestone, my friend. A milestone. Something that has never been done in the continent. Fill up the dome. Yes, I'm gonna fill up the dome. Fine, we ran with it. Like, what? He's gonna try that? The hype around it made them fill up the dome. But if you think about it, nobody filled up the dome except for 3 of his friends. One of his friends bought 12,000 rand worth of tickets. The other one bought 10,000 rand worth of tickets. And those tickets were given to people in the street. The dome was only 20,000 people. Fine, he did that there. I'm the greatest in the country because you filled up the dome. If AKA decided to do the same thing, he could have done that twice, if you think about it. because the numbers don't lie. The numbers were AK's #1 in the country when it comes to hit songs. On the charts, you always
Like
see.
on the charts, he's. Let me be honest, man. AKA is popping
Yeah,
on the
you
charts.
always have at least 3 or 4
I
of his
always
songs
hear
on
that
the
guy on the
charts-
radio.
On the charts. Okay, cool.
Always
One, two,
hear
one.
him on the
Yeah,
radio.
then
I
1, 2, 1,
always
2.
hear him.
I'm gonna fill up FNB Stadium because you don't have anything else to do. If this guy carries on rapping, and they ask you to rap, he beats you. So you need a sequel or something else. I'm gonna fill up Orlando Stadium. Okay, fine. I'm gonna release my second album, filling that up. Orlando Stadium, the same thing. Your friends help you the tickets. There's nobody really is gonna be able to go and fill up. Really, would you fly to Gauteng to go
Hell
see in
no.
your vest?
Hell
Would you? You a fan, but you wouldn't. Nope. No.
Not-
Still
I
go
would
there.
go. I wanted to go to FNV, man.
All
Let
right,
me be
no,
honest with
But
you.
why
I just
didn't you go?
no. The only thing was my resources at the time. Honestly speaking, everything was going towards the wedding.
The wedding, yeah, no, I totally understand that one. And then to
Okay,
top it off,
excellent point
my
there.
friend, to top it off, let's fill up F&B. Everybody said, nah, you're playing games now, of which he was. But he played the people. He said F&B will take 78,000 people. But because of how because of my stage, it can take 68,000 people. Guess what? Behind the stage were 32,000 chairs. That's a dome and more. So did he actually fill up F&B Stadium?
No,
Well,
it didn't.
for me, I
Nope.
feel like he didn't
Why?
because
He didn't. He
no,
failed.
he
The dome, no. FNB Stadium takes 94,000 people altogether.
94, ne?
94,000
Altogether.
people.
And then but then they said 75,000. They aiming for 75,000 because of the stage or whatever. But only 68,000 people came. But
Right.
they sold 72,000 tickets.
You
So
two
he
was
didn't-
Which
there
is
in
still
the
a
year.
great achievement.
It's a
but-
it's a
You
great
two-
achievement.
I
But he
understand-
didn't fill
I
up
understand that. The
FNB.
thing is fill up. And plus, he didn't fill it up because like 45% of the tickets weren't bought by people. Weren't bought. Black Coffee spent 20,000 rand on tickets. Or they could spend 12. Oskido bought for 5K. Who filled up the damn F&B?
Wait, hold up, Jay. Hold on.
Black Coffee spent 20K on fill up F&B, the tickets
Yeah.
to give to people. Come to the show.
Yeah, I saw Ricky.
He's
So
Rick.
winning
that's
Ricky-
the method behind
Yeah,
it.
I saw-
Ricky
I
spent
saw Ricky
12K
Rick
to buy some tickets
also.
and say, people come support our kid. And then plus, if you're gonna say,
Wow.
my friend, if you're gonna say, I'm gonna fill up F&B Stadium, don't call Ricky Rick to come perform on stage because guess what? He's gonna bring his 12,000 fans to the stadium. Do not call so and so. He's gonna bring his 5,000 fans. Meaning all these fans that are here are not yours. You say I'm gonna be here for 3 hours. I've got 3 albums and other some songs here. I'll be in 3 hours, one stage. I'm gonna perform for 3 hours. Pull through. Let's see if you're gonna fill up that.
This
place.
is actually an interesting.
Wait, no,
debate
hold up.
right here.
Hold up.
I
Wait,
did not
friend,
know this
not debate, I'm
information.
giving you facts.
Hold up,
Because-
hold up. Wait. I'm not a Casper Nyovest fan.
So this kid has never
ah,
filled
Whoa,
up a damn club in his life.
whoa, listen to me.
Baba.
Listen to me. But I've always told you this, LZ. I'm not a Casper Nyovest fan. I
Egos.
respect the guy's
His hustle. Yes, he maneuvered the game. So he played
I
the game nice.
respect
He's smart.
his
He's
hustle.
a businessman.
That's I've always said that. You go on my Twitter, you'll find that. Nah, you'll find it. I make it very clear. I'm like, I don't agree with the guy. Like, I don't agree with what he says. I don't agree with what he does every single time. But I definitely respect him. I respect his hustle. Yeah. I respect how he's going in.
That's one thing you can't take away from him.
We can't, man. But irregardless, Jay, do you not feel Uguti, irregardless of what help he might have gotten to get to those numbers,
It's a
do you not
milestone.
feel that still it's beneficial not just for him, but for the industry?
Yeah. Like, I find a lot of guys that speak about that, and I'm sorry, guys, but then with me, I'm more so on the rap, the talent. If you're not born with it, my friend, you'll never be great at it. You may learn.
Okay.
You may learn the skill. No, give me a hand. You may learn to master it. But you will never be more than Nas. Nas is a naturally gifted rapper.
Yes.
You can be whoever so and master
age 17.
20,000 hours of this thing. You will not be as good as I am. I'm natural. I don't have to practice.
Yeah.
The one thing with this kid, yeah, he inspires those who are not naturally gifted at this. He inspires those who know that I can't, but then I can try and maneuver it.
Yeah.
He inspires those, the mediocre ones like him, the gimmicks.
Yeah.
You,
The
you,
Ricky
you, you,
Ricks.
you,
Well,
yeah, yeah, you,
well, I wouldn't
like,
call
you
him a
find the person.
gimmick.
He's a
The
gimmick.
Ricky Ricks.
He's like a P. Diddy.
You,
What?
Yes,
P. Diddy, my friend, he
That nigga's
see that guy?
I'll
He released
say
an
it's
album.
more like a Jay-Z.
No.
Yeah.
Because he has
No,
to-
you guys
Hov can rap.
He has
Hov
to have
can
the
rap.
talent to be like a Jay-Z.
Hov can
He
rap.
has to have the talent
Hov-
to be a Jay-Z.
Hov for
He's a
me.
naturally gifted writer.
No, still. Be
Hov-
careful.
Hov is good.
Careful.
Hov and
He's
his
a
writing.
naturally gifted writer.
He's
Hov
a
is
writer. He's a good.
so-
He's a gifted writer.
Yeah, and this kid is not a gifted
Rapper.
My friend, you haven't listened to Hope
No, no.
clearly. Let's not go
Like
there.
rapper MC.
He's got both.
I wouldn't say Hov is the best. I wouldn't say Hov is natural at it.
No.
I'd
No,
say
there's a few things we'll introduce you to.
no.
We'll
I'd
introduce you to
say Hov has practiced it, and of course, but the writing, he's definitely amazing.
Okay, I take
He's
your opinion.
definitely amazing.
Can I ask
at writing.
you,
Go ahead.
that with writing, I cannot take that crown away from him.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
cool.
cannot take that
Right,
away,
let's give him a minute. I'm gonna clean him up.
away
Here.
from him. But
P.
Casper,
Diddy.
but
Nope.
okay,
Wait, you
okay,
see P.
cool.
Diddy? Recent album. There's never a rapper, never
No,
in his
P
life
Diddy,
has
and now
he written or
now
rapped.
P Diddy is come on. He was never a rapper.
But the one thing he had was that, hey, I'm Diddy. I'm the manager of one of the biggest guys in the world. He had
That's
that
the
thing.
Because he was
thing.
next to Biggie.
B.I.G.
Yeah.
said, hey, Norman, you should rap. This guy has never rapped a day in his life.
Yeah.
He's like, Norman, you should rap. And guess what? That album sold 7 million. No Way Out sold 7 million. And that's a guy who never rapped because he finessed the game.
Yeah,
He
No,
knew the
did.
marketing
No,
because
he
one, he used to work for a record label. And then they told him, say, you're too ambitious, your ideas will kick you out. And then he found B.I.G. So he knew the business before he started doing this thing. So he knew, say, cool, with this guy B.I.G., I'm gonna play him like this, I'm gonna market him like this, he's gonna sell. So that if I'm in a situation where I'm being told to rap and I do a rap album, I know how to sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 million records. That's why I'm saying this kid is like P. Diddy. That guy is not talented to do music. He has an ear for music.
He has a
But
great ear
he's
for
not
music.
he's not a musician.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah, for
This
talent.
kid-
He's got a great ear for music.
This kid is not a musician. You can tell from production-wise. It's all stolen stuff, ideas. My friend, I could play you his 3rd album, and before we get to the 6th song, I could play you a reference of songs, popular artists. The beat is the same, the melody is the same, the rap flows is everything the same. And that's 6 of the songs on his 3rd album. Before you get to the 6th one, I'll give you a reference. You play the first one, I'll play you a song. You'll tell me that's exactly the same song. Play a second one, I'll play you another song. A third one, a song. A fourth one, a song. That's his 3rd album. Imagine on your album, which has 12 songs, my friend, 6 of those songs are references from other songs.
But
There's
is-
2.
Wait, are you talking about?
Two.
Wait, are you talking about? Wait, what's
Who
what's
you
the
talking
thing?
about? Exactly?
Guess when you
Who's
rest,
Casper
my friend.
Vest?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Diddy. I'm
No,
like,
no, no,
I
talking
thought-
about
Casper
Casper.
Vest. This kid has 6 songs that
Are you-
sound like a reference.
Are you talking about samples?
My friend, I'm not talking about samples. I'm
He's
talking
talking
about
about
production. I mean, like the
basically
beat.
stealing.
You play the beat,
Yeah.
I'll play the beat, same beat.
I'd love
flows?
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, the flows.
I,
The flows on the same beat. Flows. I could ask you whose flow is that. You could tell me whose flow is that. And I'm afraid it's gonna make you angry when I do that. I'm like,
no, I'd love to hear it.
and then I'll play.
I'd love to hear it.
Then friend, I'll play another song of his.
You
I'm like,
already
"Yeah, that's a
sound
nice
salty,
song. And guess
man.
what? Then I'll play another song, and then you're gonna be like, damn. Because that's me. I love the industry that much that I
Yeah.
analyze everything I hear. I can just tell I've heard this before.
Yeah.
I'll go look for it. I'm like, damn, there it is. He's got 2 of Drake's songs, 1 of Nicki Minaj, 2 of Rick Ross's. I'm a boss. Who else says that? Who has that rough, street feel? And then you get 2 of his instrumentals on your thing, and then you still rap like him, and then you still have his gestures. You made it so simple for everybody. I'm not talking about samples. I heard a few nice samples there, but my friend, I'm talking about stealing an entire production. And you're gonna call this kid a musician? I'm an artist. I love the game. I love the industry. So obviously I'm gonna analyze every move you make as a person, especially if you're gonna come and claim you move
Wait,
faster
but
in
Jay,
the game.
but Jay, what's wrong with Mufasa now?
My friend, there's nothing wrong with Mufasa, but you don't claim king. Like the guys who are there, who are kings, that don't claim king.
Wait, hold on.
Toomey has never said, I'm the king. We call him the king.
Because he is.
We all know that in this country, there's nobody who can out-rap Toomey. Nobody
True.
can out-rap
Except
Toomey.
one person who can rap head to head with.
Yeah,
Who?
There's a
Reason.
few
Reason.
guys.
Reason.
Reason,
Zabs.
trust me.
A reason, Zabs and Pro.
Zabs, yes. Proverb, yes.
Zabs can
Reason,
rap.
my
Woo,
Reason.
my goodness.
Reason, my friend. Trust me.
Reason got bars, my friend. Reason got
Reason was
bars.
there with Tumi.
Trust
Like
me.
in the day.
Reason
Reason
got
has bars. However, like you can't
Let me tell
deny
you
the
what's wrong
fact
with
that
Reason.
Reason was kind of groomed by Dumi.
Yes, my friend.
In terms of industry, not in terms of emceeing.
Yeah, my friend.
That's where you need to
You see, with
understand.
Reason, the one thing I'll tell you with Reason, because he's so young, everybody expects him to play this new age feel and be like either the AK, the Trace, or J. Cole's.
Yeah.
But because he's an OG, meaning he started with the doomies and the verbs and
Young.
the zubs, he still has that. This is rap. This is how we do it. So that's why we always listen to, like, yeah, he's got the bars, but there's something offish about him. That something offish is that old
The
school
music
mentality.
element of it.
Is that
He's like
old
the
school?
Royce, and Dumi is like the Eminem.
You know what I'm saying?
But Royce, trust me, raps. Even M knows it.
No, M
Even
knows. M
M
definitely
knows.
knows that Royce the
But
5'9"
in
raps.
terms of industry standard,
Yeah.
M always will look better than Royce.
See?
But MC, it's a different scenario, bro.
So you see with me,
Different scenario.
this kid, Mr. New Vest, as I called Mr. New Vest, I loved the kid. I really loved what he was doing with the industry. His fear, his humility, and his sound, and how he's trying new stuff and bringing that American feel that we can do what Americans do here. I loved that. Until the talking came in. Then I just couldn't. I was like, yo, bro, I understand you're doing, but then even the guy who groomed you, he doesn't agree with all the statements you make. And now the industry OGs who started this, who helped South African hip hop to be where it is right now, they don't agree with you on what you say. And you're making things worse by yelling and shouting all these things. You're ruining your own image. People liked you for your humility, and your music was okay to vibe to. They went to go buy your stuff. You went to a stadium, you went and supported you. Your image was good. And then now you started coming called the greatest, the best. You only rap when you want to. You can't rap at all. We've never heard you rap, but you only say, I only rap when I want to. My friend, we know you can't rap.
But do we not consider? Okay, let's talk about just like maybe the two diss tracks that Casper Nyovest
This
released.
track.
Yeah, to AKA. ne?
Okay.
Oh.
Do you
And
not?
then he's
do-
gonna say he's
wait,
not a
do,
Casper
wait,
Nyovest
wait,
fan.
I'm
No,
not.
excuse-
I'm not
no,
a
Randy.
fan, bro.
Listen,
I'm not a
being
fan.
objective,
Like,
let's let him
like-
make his point.
I'm not a fan. If we're gonna talk fans, I'm a Lecrae fan. And if I'm gonna be a fan of you, I'm gonna be a fan of you because I'm not just following your music, but I'm following your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You understand? So I'm a Lecrae fan, KB fan.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. Casper Nyovest, I respect his hustle. That's just what it is. Okay, but let's talk Casper Nyovest and like those two diss tracks that he
Yeah.
released. Like, do you not feel, because when I listen to them, nah. Now you need to understand, I'm not listening from a perspective of being a fan. Like I, to be honest with you, if I were to tell you in 2010, 2011, I was listening to AKA more than anyone in
Yeah.
the South African industry, because
He was the only
he
guy
was
who looked
running it.
mainstream, yeah.
He was running the game, and honestly speaking, I thought AKA would have taken the game by its horns,
Yeah.
and honestly, like, did what Casper Nyovest is doing and more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because honestly, I saw that much potential. However, and we can't deny this, that musically, AKA runs it.
Supersedes this kid.
Yes.
Yeah, by a milestone.
We cannot deny that. Musically, AKA is just brilliant. When it comes to making songs that are going to get radio
Play, yeah.
play, he's amazing
He's
at
got
it.
that.
He is really good at that. Even with his diss track, Composure. I mean, it's being played.
Oh, that was brilliant.
You understand? It's being played on the radio.
Yeah.
However, I can't run away from the fact that I still feel like with that whole diss thingy that
Yeah.
happened, where Casper Nyovest released those two diss tracks and he released Composure. I still can't help feel listening to those things. I really felt I can't remember which one it was, but I can't remember the name of the
The
titles of
last
the song. The last one he released, where he's just giving it to AKA, like
Yeah.
like every
Yeah,
single
that's what
single
does.
thing about AKA, like, dude,
That one.
I personally couldn't help feel but say,
this kid
okay, this
won.
kid can rap, and
No,
the
my
fact that
friend.
he can, and
Nah, I
that he,
can't
and,
say
and,
that.
that he,
if you
he
listen
won.
to the song, there was no structure at all there.
Exactly.
All this kid
His
was
flow
doing
was
is
terrible.
throwing out the stuff that he knew about AK. He went and
Yeah,
Googled.
yeah, yeah.
Remember, AKA in 2010, he lived in Oskido's house. like he like in his other house in Joburg.
Yeah.
AK, because he's a kid, he's making this hip hop music, but his hip hop music at that time is not paying as much. So you can't so at that time he bought himself a house. So he was renting at Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And obviously there was a time because of the events, no more events, gigs. So of course there's got a few gigs, you
Yeah.
can't afford to pay rent. Whereas like he was asked to jump out. This kid went and Googled all this stuff with the cocaine and blah blah, and all he was doing was throwing out all the stuff that he hears. AKA, for the first time, made people dance to a diss song. A smart diss song with facts only. If he wanted to, he could have gone down and dug some stuff about this kid and HHP. That kid, you were thrown out of his house twice. This had happened to you twice. This has happened so many times. But he didn't go because he was like, I'm going to be a smart kid. They're gonna come at me with all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. But guess what? I'm going to get radio play and make millions from my song. He's going to come acting rough and throw all these facts. It's fine. I'm going to make the club dance. I'm going to make the club come and book me for my diss song. The stadium is going to book me for my diss song. He will never perform his diss song anywhere. Because it's not musical. It's just facts he threw out. Yes, those are harsh facts. And if you had to say this in here, I would say this New West kid won because he played dirt. He played rough. He was real street. He brought out all the dirt on you and said, public, this is the guy y'all call number one. AK was like, this is the guy y'all call number one. Go ahead and dance. And they all danced.
Now my question to you is still.
So if a guy, if for example, there's a situation here where you and I are gonna go head to head, and I go and Google all these facts about you, your harsh history and your past life, and I come and I throw you with that stuff, and you know that right now the industry just wants radio music. The stadiums want people to dance. If you're gonna make a song, aren't you gonna make it a club hit? If you have to somehow come and hit me. Are you going to just come straight at me to hurt my emotions, or are you going to try and hurt my money as well? AK was like, fine, I'm not going to hurt your emotions. I'm going to hurt your emotions and your money because you're going to come with a diss track that's just going to make you feel like, yeah, I beat him. Yeah, I'm the king. I'm going to come and beat you by facts that you know. And guess what? I'm going to get more bookings than you with this one song. Just bear in mind, I got 11 other number ones that people still want in the club. You got 2. So I got 12 songs the club wants. You got 2. And then plus this one. Who's smarter here? Mainstream India.
Yeah, I definitely have to say AK was
He played it
smarter
smart, but
in that sense.
It's not black.
But bookings wise,
Booking-wise?
he still didn't get as many bookings as Casper.
Of course he did.
And money wise.
No, listen.
And money
No,
wise.
listen.
Let's be honest, Jay.
My friend, a rate is not the same. This kid, because of what he's down to dome, he gets a whole lot more per rate. If you want to go and say, Casper, I'm booking you,
Yeah.
he'll charge you 250K right now. AK will come and charge you 100K. Because, I mean, like, come on. In a week, I get 8 shows. You get 3 because of how rich you are and because of your brand. But in a week, I get 8 shows. In every show in December, who's there?
AKA.
In every single show, who's there?
AKA.
So you make the money because you're the biggest guy. Your rate is higher.
Yeah.
People like that. Of course, they'll pay you your $250,000.
Yeah.
But my friend, your $250,000, I'm gonna make that from 4 shows that you don't have. So
But
who's
check
making more
Casper's
money?
New Vest's net worth though. And
net worth?
AKA's net worth.
My friend, yes, I understand that this kid makes more money because of the deals, the business. But my
Yeah.
friend, if we're gonna speak facts here, who's made money through rap? The most money through simply rapping.
Okay, AKA.
That's it for me.
Definitely,
See,
I'll
me as
definitely
hip-hop-
get
in hip-hop,
that.
If
That I'll definitely
exactly.
give. I'll give
It's
that
like
to you.
the hardest MC list.
Yeah.
I disagree because now all these guys, like this other guy, I don't know what his name is, the guy with the light complexion who had a weird haircut last year. He was like, okay, cool guys. So we got 3 guys.
Dude from Hype magazine.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
They're like, guys, we got 3 guys, yeah. It's Questa, it's AK, it's Casper New West. How are we gonna go ahead and maneuver this? He asked this question, guys. Are we simply gonna say who can rap more than the other ones, or what? Slicker replied, "This is a criteria we have been handed. That this is how we're gonna come and judge this by accumulations, the sales, the tour blah blahs, and all that there."
Then
So this guy's like,
obviously-
"So this is not about rapping."
Then obviously,
So
yeah,
exactly.
it's gonna
So,
go to Casper.
the guy asked him, so this is not about rapping. Or like,
So
I
then what
repeat.
did you
Yeah,
favor?
exactly. So it was like, Kawunda, I repeat. This is their criteria. They know themselves that if it were to come to rap, Casper would be nowhere. close to the top 5. Because bear in mind, there's reason. There's Questa, there's Kid X, there's AKA, there's Nasty C, there's Aries, there's Shane Eagle,
KO.
there's KO. Would that kid be if they were saying rap-wise? Who's number 1? Would he be close to top 10 even in South Africa? No, but because of the criteria, the media, like I said, media's controlling it because the media has this thing that we're running this, and you must come and come get a piece of our money here. So guess what? The one guy who we want to come and pull through and say you won, you have to come and get this money. Whoever's gonna come the most and get this money, yes, you're number 1 in the country because you come in and get the most money. But the scale of rap that they're trying to make us forget, does he have it? Honestly, does he have it? The mind for business he has. The mind for business, the hustle, he maneuvered the game. Like there was a structure that's set up for hip hop. He maneuvered it like, oh, you think you're playing this here? But then if I do this here and leave my leg there and pretend I'm there, you're going to jump there and then I'll maneuver around here. That's what he did. He maneuvered the game smartly. I give him that. He's a business kid. He's a marketer. A marketer can trick anybody. But the skill of rap, would you as a fan say he has it? Let's say top 10. Is he anywhere close? If you name
obviously
the guys
with
right
the
now,
artists that you just mentioned now,
it's not even close. There's a 20-year-old, 2 20-year-olds in the game, and he's 26. He's nowhere near. Is still the reason? You can't even compare him to reason. It's AKA, bro. It's Questa. It's Kid X. It's Aries. It's Nasty C. It's Shane Eagle. It's Reason.
Tumi.
It's Stumi. It's Kulichana. Are you putting this kid anywhere near the top 10?
Nope.
But because of his accumulation and how he ran the game, of course we're going to put him there because the industry says this is the criteria. To be number 1 hottest list, you have to make this much money in the game. You have to go and make more money than
Since
anybody.
when does
Exactly.
success have to have anything
Remember,
to do with MC?
remember with this hip hop thing, it happening in the corners in the street. Still, you think you're best and your hood thinks you're the best? Fine. In my side, the south side, they know that I'm the guy. So if I meet you, like right in the middle, let's say you're from Amalinda and I'm from Quigney. If we meet anywhere, say, this guy thinks he's the best. I think I'm the best. Let's get at it. And then your people who are with you are going to say, nah, scare my nigga, he killed you, so he's the best. But then now media says, no, there's money, the deals, endorsement, the monies, all of that, the cars, the houses. That makes him an MC because guess what? He's beat the game and became a millionaire through rap.
Yeah.
But you cannot say Casper became a millionaire straightly through rap. But AKA can. He had no deals at all. The kid is a millionaire. And only now he's getting the deals. He was just rapping shows, music. He became a millionaire strictly through music. Casper had the deals,
you
marketing
make a
ideas.
valid point, man. I'm not gonna lie. You make a valid
You
point.
see, I loved the kid until he started talking a lot. I really loved his style because he came out as a weird ponytail guy, nice music, the jingles, because he was a gimmick. A gimmick supposed to make you laugh and dance. He was that guy. I liked him. Until the talking of Mufasa and King and the greatest, I was like, yo, my friend.
Way too early.
You do know the guy who's number 1, who's been number 1 for the past 5 years, has never ever called himself a king. But he calls himself a young prince because he knew there were 2 guys ahead of him who are amazing, who are mainstream. Tumi and Kulichana. He always respected those 2. And Verb, of course, but Verb is out of the game now.
Yeah.
So he always called
Technically,
himself
yeah.
the young king, a young prince. He's never called himself king. And then you're going to come out here, a 26-year-old who's done absolutely nothing for the rap game. For the media industry, you've done so much. Because now the media in hip-hop is blowing up with the fill-up, whatever, and the endorsement to 20 million of MTN. Whereas the game is making them much money. But the culture,
that's still argument.
are you doing anything for the culture? Did he do anything for the culture when it comes to the skill, growing the skill of kids? No, because right now, in the next 10 years, trust me, there won't be a guy who raps like AK or Junior or real stuff, like street stuff. You'll find guys who are like Lil Pump, Lil Uzis. That's why they're slipping out of the cracks now.
All
Because the
these
game
Lil
is open
Some.
for them. They understand that you come into radio, you make people dance because they're drunk. Media will pay you money for that. So I'm going to release a song that people can vibe to when they're drunk. And I'm going to get paid for it. And then I'm a rapper, I'm into hip-hop. You're going to get 100 of those in the next 5 years. Yeah, hip-hop is not the same. Yes, we saw it happening. We watched it come. Lil Pumps, Lil Uzis are going to be the guy, yeah, I'm the greatest ever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we're going to have to be okay with it. We're going to have to watch them like, you know what? Yeah, they're right.
Y'all are loud and man.
Nah, that can't happen.
You see, exactly. That's
Yeah,
why that's why I said it first. Hip-hop game, people don't understand it. It comes full circle. There was Nas, there was Tupac, there was the Biggies. And then there was Hove, who came with the swag and the style. Because he's that guy, he finesses, it's just cool. He came with the style. And guess what? A few years after, he signs who? A guy who sounds just like Nas and Tupac. The first guy he signed from his new label, Rock Nation, was who? Was J. Cole. he signed a legend basically. He signed the idea that he had of hip hop from way back, and that kid is still running with that even now.
The
So
guy
hip
who
hop always
should
comes
take
back.
over when
The
he
guy always, the game always comes back. People go to the gimmicks and be funny and be colorful, red hair and pink t-shirts and skirts. Eventually, he's gonna go back to a young guy like Shane Eagle, who raps like who? The OGs. In South Africa, we had the AKs, the Coolies, the Toomies, the whatever, who also came and finessed. And now there's a 19-year-old who came in the game with Shane Eagle, and he raps like who? He raps like the OGs. That rap that you want to listen to in your earphones when you're walking to work, when you're driving to work. But when you go to a party, it's fine. Play your New Vest, play your AKA. But when you're going through something deep or you need to think, who do you play? You play the Nas, the J. Cole's, the Shane Eagles. That's what hip hop was. Take you out of that mindset. But then now, hip hop is like, put me in a vibe. Isn't that sad? The one thing that used to help us is now put me in a vibe to go and drink. Like me and my niggas are pulling off to the club, put on the radio, gonna play some Nasty C, some just to vibe, go to the club. It's no more that I need to think.
yeah, that Naven music.
You get what I'm saying? I love the game that much that it hurts me, but
Niggas
I
are
love
lucky.
what this kid is doing. I just don't like the talking that much.
Yeah.
If he could just humble himself and know that, listen, I've created a platform for myself and others like me in this game, that is brilliant. You've created a space for people like you. Less talented, but more hungry for it. Because you don't have it, you hunger more for it. That's what happens when you don't have a skill for something, you get more hungry for it. You got more hungry and you chased it, and guess what? You succeeded, kid. You succeeded. Understand that you made more space for your people. Just don't come and call yourself the greatest, because even those who are number one in the culture are not calling themselves the greatest.
Okay, enough about this wannabe goat. Let's speak about the real goat, man. Revival.
The album. Did you listen to it?
Revival.
Have you guys listened to it?
Revival.
Did you guys listen to it?
I definitely did. I've been bumping it all weekend.
I listened to it yesterday.
Yeah, I've heard a few.
I went through it yesterday.
Man, I will not lie. I won't be as hyped as I'm not as hyped as I thought I would be.
Trust me. First of all,
I heard the first single.
When I'm gone, just carry on. What was that? When I'm gone, right?
yeah.
You retired. Now, if you're gonna come back, like
actually,
Jay-Z,
he came back
like
albums
Jay-Z
years
came
ago.
back. No, man. Okay, let's forget about the albums he dropped before this. When Jay-Z came back, what did he give us? 444,
Yep,
bruh.
yep.
That is
Yep.
one of the
Classic.
top albums of the year.
Classic.
Yeah.
Now, answer me. Do you think Revival?
Revival
I
is
do
a
not
classic.
think. I do not think. I do not think Revival is a classic. I do not think Revival is a classic.
Revival is a classic. Let me tell you why.
I do not think
First of
Revival is
all,
a classic.
Number one.
I'll just be upfront.
Number one.
There's no way.
M showed his growth. Something that people said he will not
He followed
show
the
us
trend.
in this album. Showed us his growth.
M followed the trend.
Pop music, my friend.
No, no,
Exactly.
no.
That's exactly what I heard.
There,
Pop music.
there was a
That
bit
is
of pop,
exactly what-
but there's still a lot of spiritual
No way.
messages in there.
Yeah, there
There's
is,
still
there
a
is,
lot
there
of
is,
them.
there is.
A few songs, yes, because he needs what?
But the
radio.
beats, though.
Remember who Eminem is?
You're trying to tell me
Remember who
Jay-Z?
Eminem is?
What Family
But the
Feud?
beats,
What
though.
song was that?
Just
You're trying to tell me that was relevant?
case you're listening to the podcast, everyone is on their feet. Okay, except for David. All three of us on.
No,
Remember who Eminem
I
is,
love,
right?
I love this Eminem.
Remember who Eminem is?
I know who
Oh my
Eminem is.
word.
So you think that guy needs radio?
That is
Oh,
guys. That
at
is
the
not,
end of the day,
that
he
is not
does.
the Eminem.
What?
We
Even
all
Jay-Z needs
knew
radio,
and
You
trust
think
grew
that
up
guy
on.
needs radio? Remember,
Yes, he does.
remember Hova, he released 444 in a space of 18 hours. 22 million of them were sold. 18 hours before he even
Yep.
got to radio.
Yeah.
This guy released a song which was classic with Beyonce. Everyone was like, wait, what is Eminem gonna bring to us now? Guess what?
Nah,
He faded
everyone
from
hated that song.
No, my friend.
No, people hated
Not the
that song.
analysts.
People trashed him for
Not
it.
the analysts. The analysts looking at it like, yo, so much growth musically one. And lyrically, and plus the content after the cipher, we're like, what is Eminem going to bring?
Cypher was right.
Listen,
That's not even mentioned.
No, it's not about the cipher, it's about the content of the cipher and the one thing he was addressing. It was like, damn,
Which he did not address in the
no,
album.
exactly.
which
And
is-
people were like, damn, this guy might run for president. And he's real, he's serious. Like, damn. Shucks, and then the song popped off, we're like, yo, what is this guy gonna say? The album came out and I was like, shit, yeah, my daughter. When's that guy?
Yeah.
That song,
White boy, what?
that song,
I'm
honestly,
sorry, bruh. For me,
I hate
just
that song.
personally, the
I
first
hate
part of that song.
The message
I
is strong.
hate.
The
Why
message is
are you
strong,
naming one
but I
song?
hate that
Let's
song.
talk classics in the album. What
Let
makes
me-
a classic
why
album?
you jumping to things? Let me talk finish. Now let me talk finish. I'm talking about one song. I didn't listen to the album. Stop. I didn't listen to the album.
Okay.
I'm only listening, talking about the things that I've heard.
Okay.
Walk on Water.
Yeah.
It's not as whack as everyone thinks, man. If you listen
Yes.
to the
To the
song, like
content,
if you're in
yes.
that mood,
He's-
it's a good song.
His
bruh.
flow,
song.
yeah, is a little off, but
Untouchable. That first beat, the first half of the song.
That's
I'm
actually
sorry,
old M,
I can't
actually.
listen to it. But when the beat switches up, woo, that is when, like, honestly now, if I'm listening to that song now, I skip to what, 1-4, or wherever it starts. That's when I listen to what
Untouchable.
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 That's when it's actually.
I haven't even gotten to
Bearable
that part.
something.
I'm not. I'm
Have
gonna
you
be honest
listened
with
to
you.
A Rose?
I haven't even gotten
Like
to
I
that
said, I
part.
didn't listen to. I listened to what's the other song he released?
A River. The one with
With
Ed
Ed
Sheeran.
Sheeran.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
River.
one is
That's not-
dope.
it's not a
Oh,
bad
my
that
song.
song is dope
But
also.
my
My
thing
God.
Is, my thing
Ed
is,
actually wrote that song. That's why it's.
my thing is, Brian,
yeah.
if you're coming back, nah, come back with what
A
we know you
classic.
for.
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z left as a rapper, he came back with what? A rapper.
Thank you. Thank you.
Eminem
Stop,
left
stop,
as
stop,
a
stop
rapper,
right there.
nah,
Stop right there.
And then he
Stop.
went, he started with the whole
Stop right there.
rock
Stop right there.
thing,
What is the
and
first
then
song?
now-
What is the first song? What is the first song? The one featuring Beyonce saying what?
Walk on Water.
Why?
Why would you release that song first?
What is he saying in that song?
Saying you people are praising me for something that I totally understand now, but I'm not that guy.
One of my favorite lines actually in that album, which he says, what? Write your best rhyme. And, and then overdo it. Now
do it
do it
a
1,000 times. Exactly. He's addressing exactly what you guys are saying. At the end of the day, Eminem cannot rap like he was rapping. He's grown now.
You don't expect him to.
Exactly.
I just
Hope
want you
didn't
to make
best
We
rap
expect better.
in
music, right?
444.
We expect better.
Jay-Z still, I can listen to that album. Nah?
My friend,
The
album?
Eminem
listen,
album.
if you listen to
I'm
44,
sorry, I
that's
can't
reasonable
listen to it,
doubt,
bro.
my friend. The mindset, 44, that's reasonable doubt. The
Are you
head-
gonna
That's
listen to Walk
growth
on Water
on, no.
or the Ed Sheeran one or any of the?
I've
these
listened to
three
that
I
whole
mentioned,
album.
If we
There's-
chilling, if we just chilling, doesn't matter if we in the car, if we the three of us are chilling.
Yeah.
Are you gonna play that song, bro?
Which song?
Any of the three songs?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm
I
not
won't
chilling
chill
with
with
you
you.
this December. If you play,
You see,
if
that's
we out
exactly,
here, if
that's
we out here
exactly-
New Year's Eve and New Year,
Walk on water.
bro.
This is exactly what I'm talking
Come
about.
on.
It's just like I said, there's one song Eminem will not be able to ever outright. You might disagree with me, Randy, as a fan.
Yeah.
But my friend, I need you today to go back and listen to The Way I Am. Go and listen to
Trust
that
me,
song.
I listened to that song.
You
There
tell
are
me
way
that
better
guy.
songs.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell. Whoa, listen.
I'm not even gonna argue. I'm
Friend,
not
listen,
a
listen,
artist, so I'm not
listen.
gonna
It's
get involved.
not the rapping or whatever. My friend, break down the entire song and tell me
Exactly.
who has grown in the space of less than 30 minutes. Who has grown and told the damn industry the one thing he's trying to tell them now in less than 3 minutes? He told them that on The Way I Am. That
Yeah.
can you have the decency to leave me alone when you see me
But
in the streets whether I'm eating or feeding my daughter. Please
Nobody
don't come speak
listened
me.
to his
Right
lyrics.
now,
Why? Because the beat was hard. Now they had to listen to him because
My
the beat
thing
was
is,
not so
my
hard.
friend,
It was just
exactly,
strings.
My thing is, he was straightforward. He's saying, listen, can you freaks at least have the decency to not come to speak to me when you see me in the streets, whether I'm eating or feeding my daughter, and just not come speak to me? That's the same thing he's trying to say on this album, that I'm not that guy. I'm a human. I'm talented, yes, but come on,
Yes.
guys, really my space?
It's not really about space. It's more
No,
about
to
expectations.
understand the
It's
expectation
more
and
about
the fact that you look at
expectations,
me as if I want to do something that's media-wise right now, you're going to look at it, oh my goodness, Jesus
You
is coming
compare
back.
it to the-
Jesus is coming back. Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's going to do this here. Guys, I make music because I love it. If I like this song here because of how I made it in the space that I was feeling right now, and you guys say, oh, it's not the real Eminem, be okay with that. Be content with that.
Like, I actually enjoy the fact that he always admits that relapse was whack.
You see
Relapse was whack.
the same way on The Way I Am. It's like, guys, I'm the guy that just wants to walk in the street and feed my daughter now and again. You don't have to come and ask me to sign your autograph. Can you please be okay with that fact that one day I'm gonna be a prick because I have issues like you guys at home? I'm gonna be upset at my wife. I'm gonna be angry, take my dog out for a walk. You're gonna rock up saying, Eminem, can I get an autograph? It's okay if I look at you and I pull a zap sign. I'm a human. You know? This album, he's trying to say all of that again from a song he wrote years ago, which is still relevant even now for all artists. That we all have these issues, my friend. You might feel like I'm a millionaire, I got the best wife, I got the best house. Trust me, there are some days where I walk out the house and I just want to kill myself like you do when you feel like you're broke and your career is not popping off. Want to hang yourself? I feel like that about the smaller stuff.
It's
M
just
to me.
about your core, man.
Exactly.
Because like,
Stick to your core.
if I left, I don't know, the country, whatever the heck, for like the last 3 years, and listened to no Eminem music. Like, no, Eminem's done rapping, I'm also gonna be done listening. So now you come back and you get revival.
First of all, Eminem has released
What are
albums
you gonna think?
after
He should
And
stop.
with that, it shows. Not saying that Eminem's whack, bro. I'm not saying that. But if you look at where he was, né? And then slowly you saw he went into the rockish, just involving it. Okay, I understand you. Yeah, you're trying to reach wider, and you're trying to broaden your horizon, all of that. Yeah, you're trying to do things different. But don't also forget, like, are there any like hip hop like that the black niggas that niggas can listen to you like, oh, this is M dog,
Nope.
M went so hard.
There's none
That
of
is
that.
my thing. I don't, but you can make all the music for everyone, but at least throw like 2 or 3 songs
stick
in
to
there.
your
But
It's just
but
like,
let's be honest, who are Eminem's fans?
It's mostly the white people.
No, the same-
Exactly. So why the hell
mostly.
should he make
yeah,
music for
mostly,
people
but
who don't
we still-
support him?
No, bruh.
you
But
wanna know why?
we've always been
friend?
a fan of your
Nah,
music.
remember-
Why you wanna quote on us now?
These white wiggers, they say, why are you, why are you this white wigger acting as if blah blah blah? Put your hands on blah blah blah. What hood did I go to? What blah blah school did I go to? Why they ask me that? Because I feel like I can relate to the African American
You
struggle.
grew up with
So
it.
I'm that guy. I feel like I relate to him. If you look at me like, no, he's trying to be like him. Okay, so I'm okay with that. Fine, you stay there with your thinking. I'm good over here. So the mere fact that he said I'm good over here, it means even now, my friend, you can play with them still. I mean, like a lot of the guys you got in your label, you only got one white boy. That's Yella. Every one of them is black. Are you telling me that the
Exactly.
guys in your label are enjoying the album? Did you ask anybody in your label to listen to the album and give you a positive review?
Joe Biden hasn't given it a complete listen.
He's retarded.
Joe Biden's not retarded. Joe
Joe
Biden is.
said that he's gonna be trash, bruh. From what he
No,
said,
he
according
said
to
the
track
song list.
Yeah, the track.
The
Because
track
that
list.
says a lot, bruh. Like, okay, not it doesn't say that much, but if you're gonna drop an album now, right, and you only have pop artists,
Featured.
né? One rapper, né? And I would still artist that, okay, I don't know. I've never heard
We
anything
don't
from
really know,
Fresh
yeah.
before. Nah, and then all I hear is, 2 Chainz is supposed to be on that track. Which,
him out.
if he just had that name on the track list already, you would have
sold
had like
people.
one be like, ooh,
It would have sold
I
people.
want to hear that song, dude.
See,
I
Aim
want
and
to.
2 Chainz.
There's the
all you're seeing
hypocrisy
is,
right there.
all you
listen,
see
There is
is
the
Listen,
hypocrisy.
listen,
Why
it's not
does
the
it have to be
hypocrisy.
a black person to
It's
stand
not
there to give
that,
Eminem that
guys.
credibility?
It's not,
No, bruh,
not
rap-
that.
Why
One,
can't he do
M-
that with Pink?
M doesn't need the credibility. That's the thing. It's
Exactly.
M.
He doesn't need it.
But then with
so
this
why
here-
are we debating it though?
Listen, the album list, we read it. We're like, yo, okay, sure, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
I was interested.
And then
about it.
listen, like, yo, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Now, don't know what M is doing here. We listen to it. We're like, yes, we shouldn't have given him benefit of the doubt.
from what we heard, bruh.
No, like
I didn't
the first thing you see, like yo, and then you hear it and you're like still like yo. We are like, okay, Eminem is a musical genius.
Exactly.
So, yeah, guys, come on, ignore the track list, ignore it. Trust me, it's gonna be amazing. When you listen to it, it's not amazing.
I listen to it.
I just
man.
need
It's
to
my
go
friend.
listen to
amazing.
it, bruh.
Yeah.
I think I need to.
Musically,
Those
M's
were the
flow,
3 songs
M's
that I've
new
heard.
flow.
See, my niggas,
wow.
the one thing I've come to learn real quick with Eminem, because I've listened to With the Way I Am for the longest time. I've had that song on my phone. It's like one of the first songs I had. All of Eminem's fans and all of the guys who love music and hip hop, we are more into the Eminem who was into drugs than the sober one.
That's
The sober
a
guy,
given.
listen, the sober guy will never be as much of an Eminem as our drug addict. The drug addict said stuff that we were saying inside and couldn't, and he was just yelling them out, and he was a white boy. And it worked. society was like, yeah, okay, he's crazy, but fine, let's let it. And then we were able to be free because this white boy said the stuff. We said it as well. He was crazy, drug. He'd say the things that people were scared of.
Then he
Now
said
he's
grown
sober.
stuff when he was sober.
Yeah, exactly.
And
See,
nobody wanted to listen
exactly.
to him.
You see now, he's a sober man who's older, who has a daughter who's trying to get into this rap thing. It's not gonna be the same guy.
What bullcrap is
So
that?
he
Why
should-
can't we listen to a sober man?
So basically, M should stop rapping right now. I mean, like his 19-year-old daughter is trying to rap. Your
Whoa.
19-year-old daughter is trying to rap. You're gonna compete with your daughter. Imagine she drops an album and gets signed, she blows up, and then in a year later, you wanna drop an album. Your daughter has a single that came out. Drop an album, and then like, no,
M ain't gonna be competing with his daughter. Come on now.
him, yes, but mainstream is gonna do that because this is Eminem.
No,
My
they're
friend-
gonna be competing the daughter against Eminem, not the
Yes,
other way
the
around.
media is gonna be like, yeah, Eminem got beat by his daughter in sales wise. Number one is his daughter.
And do you think
Media-
Eminem's gonna care?
The thing is not about Eminem caring, it's about the culture, my friend.
Nobody's gonna care about it. Everybody will be happy. That's his daughter.
That's a sad thing. The culture's not gonna care about that.
What? That's a dumb culture. Who wouldn't want your daughter? Wouldn't you want your child to outdo you, bro?
Yes.
To win the best music video over you?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Listen, I'll do my work.
And I'd be happy for your child. I'd
Listen,
be like,
my
wow.
resume, outdo my resume. Don't outdo me while I'm doing the same thing now. If I'm playing the game now and I feel like I'm at my peak, I'm a legend, son, at the age where your music videos are making the same level, I've made enough money, guys. I'll sit down. I'll own a company. But if you, Randy, are busting rhymes now, and your son is busting rhymes in Gauteng, and then you make the charts, and then your son is number one, how do you feel about yourself?
I'm happy, son.
You're
I'm
rapping with
happy.
your son?
I'm happy with my son.
You happy rapping? I'm not happy with that, guys. I'm happy with the fact that I can say, son, listen, I tried this game, I did this. Look
Okay.
at me, I need to go play. Step up the game.
Don't have kids till you retire, man. It's that simple. Don't have kids
No,
till
bro, I
you
want to
retire.
retire. I want to retire real early. And for the one thing, I want to retire at a point where people are going to be like, what? That kid? Wait, that's him? I'm like, yeah, shit. I need some new stuff. I want the industry like, okay, we need some new stuff from me. And I'm like, no, I'm done. That's how I want to retire. I want to retire like at the point where they realize, oh, damn,
You wanna end as like a legend, man.
Yeah,
And
like-
just
like
I
a
feel-
crazy
and
legend.
I-
Right? Yeah.
It's gonna change. I haven't listened to the album, bruh. But I feel, nah, this just it doesn't take it away. Eminem will always be a legend.
Eminem will always
But
be Eminem.
This is just it's a bit of a smear because
It's our reviews
about what
now.
people think.
It's our
bruh. It
only
doesn't
negative
matter-
review of who he
It
is.
doesn't matter if
It's
you
your
like
guys'
the
opinion,
album,
yeah.
he likes the album, I like the album. The general consensus is it's down from where he was, bruh, because it's not a hip hop
You see,
album.
that's
It's not a
that.
hip
that
hop
I
album.
like that
Numbers
because I've
do
never
lie
cared
now
about
and
the
again.
general public.
Numbers do lie now and again. That's what I say.
Exactly.
Yeah, they do.
No one cares
Numbers,
about
they
the
do.
public. I don't care about the public, but if you like him and you need, if you're gonna make money, you need the public. So he probably saw this. I need to give my
people.
people what I want because now
That's
you
like,
clearly saw that like the black people are not
market,
messing
yeah.
with him as much. Like his last 2 albums, he dropped.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
could see there already. Hey, I'm
The
starting to lose
PlayStation
my
music, the rock
Yeah.
music.
You
all of
check,
that.
so now he's like, alright, cool, check ya. I'm gonna stick to this. But you never know, bruh, because I thought maybe Eminem's gonna drop the album and then have like a 2-disc, 2-disc album, and then the second half
There
is
was too
like
many songs. Number
straight
one.
hip hop.
There's a
You
lot of
never know,
songs.
bruh, because he could drop this and
He
then
could do it.
January, February, surprise, here's a hip
Here's
hop
a
album.
beast.
You check,
beast
so
body of work.
we don't know what
Do
he's
that.
up to, bruh. And
But
M's way
I
too
still
smart to
love
just
because
do
it's
things like this,
different.
bruh. He's way too
I
smart.
love it, man.
I haven't
love
listened to
M's
it, so-
work. I like
I love music. Just because you rap, it does not have to be boom boom rap.
Yeah.
You don't have to feature a certain artist for you. The thing that surprised me, because I was actually worried because he featured Alicia Keys. I was like, Eminem, Alicia Keys. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. When I saw
Crazy enough.
Beyonce, I didn't think it was gonna work.
the Beyonce one.
Pink,
was
I
crazy
know
one for me.
it's obviously gonna work.
The
It's
crazy
Skylar
one with me
Grey.
was Beyonce because I first got onto YouTube and then Walk
I
on
was
Water
like,
featuring Beyonce. I was like, guys, I'm skipping this. I'm not gonna even try. I love Eminem. I went to Ziggy's house. Did you hear Eminem and Beyonce? It's dope, yo, bruh. Okay, I listened to it. They played it and I was like, oh my gosh.
It's not that bad, bruh. Like lyrically, it's a
touches
good,
you.
bruh.
It's
a
not
good song.
wow. It is a message.
But I
Yeah,
just
it
wouldn't.
touched you.
I would have, me personally, I would have kept that for the album. I wouldn't have put that out. See, because if you see a Beyonce, just because a lot of people went to go buy the thing, why? Because they saw the track list. They just saw Ed Sheeran. I'm a fan. Say I'm a fan of Ed Sheeran. I'm
Ed
a fan
is
of Alicia
genius.
Keys. I'm a fan.
Ed
It's
is
like you got all the people that a lot of people would. You check. So now that automatically they're gonna listen to his album, and now he's gonna get
I think on this
follow, and he's
album,
gonna lose
he
some.
worked with the people that he always wanted to work with,
Yeah.
but couldn't.
It's people he's
before.
never worked with
Yeah.
before, bro.
Who
So I
produced the
don't.
album?
I
But
don't blame
Pink
you
is
with
the
that, though.
only Pink and Skylar Grey are the only ones that he's worked with before.
Who produced the album? Overall producer, executive producer.
I haven't read credits yet.
My friend.
I haven't read
Yeah,
credits.
so
yet.
I would want
My
to.
friend.
I would
do not
want.
think it's Rick. I didn't hear any elements of Rick.
I would want Eminem to go back to making an album strictly produced by Dre, bruh. Him and Dre.
Nah.
Go back
Him,
to that. bruh.
him,
Dre
Rick
is
Rubin
what.
and Dre.
Dre
Him,
is
person,
Rubin and Dre.
a person that needs to go back to Dre is Kendrick. Because what do you think about Damn?
I love the lyrical content. Like some content, the production, I'm not a fan.
I
of.
don't know why people love that album.
The lyrics.
It's
dog.
okay, bro.
Yo, he took it back to the streets.
I love the
fam.
concept
He
of
took
it,
it
though.
Yo, bro, he took it back to the streets, like the wordplay, the bouncing around. That's what he
Exactly.
did. He went back
But
to pure rap.
Musically, it was
Yeah.
appetizing.
It's a fail musically, but rap-wise, he took it back to when this thing first caught us. Like, yo, he took it back there, bro.
But
He
musically,
took it back
yeah.
there.
But that you see, like that's your opinion, whatever our opinion is.
musically.
But that is probably I can tell you now. That's probably gonna be probably the best album of the year. Not to us.
Damn.
Talking in
Nah,
general.
not over
Bruh,
444.
Go,
Not
go,
over
Media.
444,
My nigga,
bro.
Media.
go check.
I don't want to lie to you.
Go
that
check.
nigga is nominated for 8 Grammys already.
Go
My
check.
friend,
I'm
check,
telling
friend,
you,
my nigga.
bro.
the story of
Go
OJ.
check.
You really think these white people are gonna go and give this guy a Grammy for that?
Hey, man. I'm
Remember,
telling
they
you.
already gave
Remember,
him-
I'm
they
telling
already
You
you,
gave
know the
Jigga
stuff he
is a
talked
beast,
about.
man.
You
Jigga
know,
is a
you
beast.
know the stuff on this album he spoke about. White people ain't gonna be too happy to give me a
But
Grammy
they
for
already
that.
gave him.
And guess what's happening? Jigga knows he played that song perfectly based on what's happening in America.
Yeah.
My man, a lot of people are fed up, bro.
Exactly.
A lot of people are fed up. The story of OJ right now is the anthem. As the anthem.
yeah, bro.
Rich nigga, black
That's why I
nigga,
say
rich
it's,
nigga,
he had a
That
good
guy
album, but
is
I don't
still
think
nigga.
business.
generally I think Damn was
Damn's
probably
gonna take
better.
it. Damn's gonna take it, bro.
And I'm telling you now, he's gonna probably grab. As soon as the Grammys come, he's
Like,
taking.
there's nothing you need to go and consider. Not many people understood 444.
Exactly, especially where the world is
Remember,
now, bro.
But a lot of people didn't understand Damn either.
Nay,
No,
but look where
listen.
the world is.
A lot
Who
of
do you think the
people
people
don't
are gonna
understand
mess
it.
with more?
No,
People just love the sound of Damn, but they don't
Yeah.
understand Damn.
Who are the kids gonna mess
Who
with
are the
more?
kids gonna run with?
Are you gonna
more?
listen to an old man telling you, giving you
I see.
good advice, or are you gonna
Some good
listen to
No,
a
they're
bra
not gonna
giving you?
listen.
Listen,
Music.
some good. This is life advice. This is how you survive. This is how you beat the game that is life. This is it. Especially if you're black. This is how you do it. Or you're gonna go listen to a guy who's gonna be there, who makes us laugh, and be like, oh, who are the kids gonna run to mostly? The guys giving them life advice?
You're missing the point here.
Kids don't wanna
Man,
hear
444,
nothing from
they're
no one.
OGs. Under 50 Cent, he said, listen.
It's golf course.
No,
music.
no, he said, listen. Like this
He's
year,
a douchebag.
this is amazing.
that,
Yeah,
bro.
he's like,
He's a golf course.
yeah. So someone said, this is amazing rap music, but however, one thing you should understand that hip hop is now for the youth. You cannot speak to kids like this. They will not want it. They will not accept it.
But that's
This
just it.
is this is real rap, life-changing stuff. If you're a black American, if you're an African American, this is how you maneuver America. But hip hop now is a young boy's culture.
Which just proves Hove's point. Hove was not speaking to the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's
brother,
speaking to the
he's not-
people that have
Meaning,
grown
he's not-
up.
listen, these are industry men who are like, hip hop is a young boy's culture. 50 is a record label owner and a businessman. So he's thinking industry wise, the kids need to go and buy this and vibe with this. They're not gonna vibe with this.
Did you hear 50 single?
Yeah, I don't wanna hear it.
Did you hear his single? Did you hear it?
What's the name?
The one featuring, what's this guy? Jeremiah. Still Think I'm Nothing.
Nah, I haven't heard it.
That's a
think I
nice
think
song.
I have-
That's a very
I think
nice
I did
song.
hear it, but I just can't remember. But I
As
know
an
I heard
industry
of 50 and
exec,
you like 50. so-
as an industry exec, you don't want niggas who are gonna come in and tell the kids, listen, this is what's killing you. This culture, you guys are putting this in this culture and it's gonna kill you guys. And these guys are gonna fund you to kill yourselves. Nobody wants to hear that. If you're a 50 record label owner, you don't want this guy to tell these people that, because guess what? You got 8 people that you're feeding who are gonna make you money by doing this. So you don't want this guy to come and tell the kids, like, say, just beat the game.
But regardless of what you're saying, Hove still win double platinum.
Yeah.
Even
of
when
course.
people was like,
Of course.
yeah,
It's
this
Hova.
444.
It's
No,
Hova.
no. No. People said musically it wasn't going to do anything. But Jay-Z did crazy numbers.
Amen.
Yeah, bro,
Crazy
you will.
numbers.
Because look,
Made the
Rap-wise,
number one album.
See, rap-wise,
regardless of
see,
young
rap-wise, he
kids.
did
I'm going to
this.
forget my
Rap-wise, he
forget
did
my
this,
point.
yeah. His producer, No ID, did this music-wise. So they can't say I was not going to do anything. If they heard the first song, was like, yo.
Bro, here's the thing, nah, with Jay-Z's album, nah, you will get some youngsters
Yeah.
that want to be woke. Nah? But in the other way, you ain't got no old heads that want to be listening to Lil this, and Lil this, and Lil.
Yeah,
so,
Joe Biden.
so that's why I'm saying,
Joe
like,
Biden.
people from the young side, like Shane Eagle. Shane Eagle's what, 22, 21? But he raps like someone that's been rapping for like, he's been rapping. So he can listen to Jay-Z and all of that. But the people that listen to, that love Lil
Nasty
Uzi
C
and all
and
these
whatnot.
people, can't listen to the woke music because it's too much information for them to take, bruh. All I want to hear is,
vibe.
I'd rather say, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
But at the end of the
like
day,
an idiot, then actually listen to someone telling you,
Tell you
don't put
something,
money to your
into this,
ears.
yeah.
but I'm glad musically he did not do what he normally does. Because if he did, people wouldn't have listened to what he was saying.
Bruh,
They would have missed it.
Exactly.
They
Same
would've
with the
missed
album.
it.
This
Same
album
with
was
M. Same with
Same
M.
thing with
if
M.
M went
You
to
had
the
to
old
kill the
thing,
production.
You would, it probably wouldn't also have
The
worked.
message would
But you
not be
can't.
in there.
But you also can't go
Too far.
Too far.
totally away that. Like you need to find, and I think that's what
balance.
most artists
Yeah,
like
no
struggle
ID.
with today, bro. You
No
can't
ID.
find that
No
that
ID.
middle
Yo,
point.
it's difficult.
It's very difficult,
Difficult.
because the direction music's going in now, bro. You have to find your pocket, bro. To find your pocket, dog. Is
Dude, this is the thing with me. That's why I'm like, I always look at myself and I'm like, cheapest. The one thing I'm gonna add to the game is what? And I was like, production wise, I can't say I'm gonna create new melodies and try new vibes. That's why I was like, no, my friend, quality
People don't
control.
care, but
Quality control is where I'm gonna go. There's nobody's gonna mix like me. So I don't care what kind of rap music, but if I find an instrumental that I like musically, I will take that alone. As you know, for the guys, like a few beats where like, I want that one. And I'll mix that to a point where you can't do anything to it. And I feel like that's my input. So if like in the next 5 years there's a new sound, I'll still play this year. And as a person who knows music, you will hear that this is music and I have no idea where that came from. So that's how I looked at it. I was like, like my impact in the game is going to be what? And I chose quality control. Make
And you have to
good
make music
quality.
that lasts, bro.
Find a nice instrumental.
You
find-
have to.
Exactly. Find some good music. Mix
Well,
it to a point where
444
it's
man
close
is
to
a
perfection.
jam, man.
Exactly.
Bro, there's
idea.
so many albums.
You
idea,
can listen to Lil
samples.
Pump right now. You ain't listening to Lil Pump next year.
Exactly. That's what
So-
I'm saying, bro. The people that
That's what
make
I'm saying.
music
No
nowadays
ID.
is just for
A
they're just
season.
chasing money and it's for
Season.
now, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Season.
Jay-Z's album,
No
you can listen
ID,
to 444 in like 4
Your
years.
whole life.
You probably still find things and you're like, nah,
Family
this is
Feud.
actually dope, bro.
The
Oh
sample
my God.
vocals. Beyonce sample vocals. What? Musically, that is, it's
And
heavenly,
that's, I
bro.
think that's our
Greatest
problem
choir.
here in our country, bro. Like with our
We don't know how to
hip
do that.
hop. Not all of them.
We don't know
some
music.
Of them. Most of the music you can't like listen to again. I know
Exactly.
there's a lot of like when I came in here, you're arguing about AK, you're speaking about AK. Maybe there's a lot of these songs I can go.
Yeah,
Like,
go back.
Back.
maybe I can go play
But the
Victory
new
Lap.
ones,
I
like,
can play
nah.
Victory Lap now. I can play Jealousy.
Wait, the new
now.
ones?
I'm still gonna be
Wait, the
pumping,
new
bruh.
ones? Which one do you like the new ones?
Yeah, I don't like the new ones. I'm sorry.
Nah, his album was dope.
the one with him and Anati?
That was a dope album. I don't know what you want.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You can
Sorry,
play that
man.
thing from the
Yo, bro,
beginning
to the end, bro.
straight to the end. I won't skip one
You
song.
know what? Let's not get
Okay,
into
I
that.
haven't listened to the whole album.
No, you
but
need
the
to.
songs that I heard, like, nah.
Do yourself
I
a
wasn't
Do yourself a
impressed.
favor.
Holy
I
Mountain.
wasn't
Anati.
Holy Mountain.
Anati on
dope.
production.
10 fingers.
Hands
10
down.
fingers.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
Need to
Yeah,
understand.
see, bro, pay what camps, but dope.
Okay,
See there, he's got a house
Hon-
vibe,
honestly,
there's
in South
hip-hop,
Africa,
See,
like, nah,
I think AK
in
now-
rap, no one's really
No,
sparking my interest.
Exactly. Listen, AK is like now. I realize that rap, it's easy for me to do. The one thing that's hard for any human who's in music is to make pop music. That's why the pop guys are making so much money because that music is difficult to sing in melody. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna do the music. That's gonna government to take the pop music and my rap music, and guess what? You can feel the two in it, and I'm gonna make a lot of money through music because I've made so much through rap, and I've seen how far this rap thing has taken me.
Yeah.
But then if I want to go against a Beyonce or Chris Brown, I can't go with my rap. I have to go with the pop music, so that on sales, the people can see the charts. Because now with my rap, the way that I rap, he said I don't rap because I don't want to anymore. But if I had to rap now, there's nobody who'd want to listen to me who's new age. But I know all the heavy rap guys would be like, yo, that's rap. So that's why I don't do it now, because rap.
But then we
is
need
not
to
gonna pay
find
my
a
bills
balance,
anymore.
though. We
Yeah.
can't always compromise like
Yeah,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
You need to think about
it's a
the
real
music, bruh,
problem.
because I want to listen.
In this
I
country,
listen to
my friend,
music.
in this
Exactly.
Not business. I'm not listening to business.
Because
No.
here it brings a big problem now. Because if we, the people who can actually do this music thing, also compromise, who the hell's gonna stand
my friend,
for music, bruh?
my friend, I'll make you a nice example. The best album to be released right now had to be sold through the back of a car. The best album in this continent this year that was released by Shane Eagle, Yellow, had to be sold from his trunk, my friend. Everybody knew this was a beastly album. All the record label execs wanted a piece of that. The OGs know, but nobody's helping because it's not charts. The money you make on the charts is crazy.
It's not commercial.
Exactly. So nobody wanted to help because
No one thought
they
that thing
all
would blow
know
up,
about Yellow. Say this kid he shut down my album. He shut down all the albums. He shut down the country right now when it comes to rap, when it comes to music. Everybody says this kid is amazing. Hence he's on every show. Shane Eagle featured on the
He
shows
featured
or whatever.
one person on his album.
You see what I mean?
One.
They,
And it still went.
it had to be
what,
sold.
It went
from-
gold.
Exactly.
It's going platinum
exactly.
soon.
It had to be sold from the back of his trunk. The kid would be like, said, I'm going to be at this place. He pulls up to his manager in his small car, and guess what? It is packed with kids. People didn't want to sell it in stores because it's not on the charts. It's not doing this radio.
Yeah, and then
Had
you
to
get
settle.
people that get big heads, and then you wanna.
That's
Yeah,
why
exactly.
we
Crap
respect
on
people like that.
legends, bruh.
Fight.
How you gonna
Show the
call?
How is that
How you
easy,
gonna
dog?
call to me a female dog, my nigga? Huh? That tells me, nah? Because look when he came out, nah? If people can kill me for I don't care, nah? If it was not for his beef with
Yeah.
AK, not saying he wouldn't have been big, he wouldn't have been as big at that time.
Yeah.
Because if he prolonged the thing and stuck to music without
Yeah.
beefing with that nigga, maybe this year or next year, or maybe last year would have been his time where he came out and he's like, it
Yeah.
would not have been Doc
As big.
Shebeleza and all those. It would have been something else, and he probably would have been something else.
saying to
I don't know, he
prove-
would have taken a different
You
road.
see, and to prove, his first song was released when? 2010. Did you know about it? No.
No.
In 2011, he released a mixtape. Do you know about that?
No.
In 2012, he does something. Do you know about that? In 2013, late 2014, Dr. Shebeleza, Kosheshe, and then AKA Beef. And then guess what? He's the biggest act right now. AKA dropped his first single in 2009. You knew about him that year still. 2010, he was doing some crazy stuff. 2011, AKA is a beast. He's a problem though. He
And
won
we knew him
3
from
summer
Entity,
awards.
bruh.
He was
Knew
the
from
first
Entity,
dude. He was the first guy in hip hop to ever win Best Male and Best Album at the Summer Awards. The first hip hop guy. It was always House. House. He was the first guy as the Best Album and Best Male. He opened the doors for hip hop. But does anybody want to come and recognize it? This kid broke the doors for these kids to make millionaires, to be millionaires in this country through hip hop. He was the first kid to be commercial and be
they
on radio
use
and
him
rap.
as a
And it's all because people don't like him.
Because
That's
of
my
his
thing, bruh.
ego.
If maybe your ego, like he says on the album, ego destroys everything, bruh.
Exactly.
That's the root of all evil. And because people don't like his ego, now they don't listen
You're
to his
missing
music.
out on
I know a
you're missing
lot
out
of
on amazing
people, bruh.
stuff.
I know a lot of people that don't even, they see AK, they won't even give him a chance. Why? Because they don't like his attitude. Bruh, that was his attitude then. That
Justin-
dude is not
Justin's
the same
one
now,
of them.
bruh.
My friend, it's
He's
hip
not
hop.
the
It's
same.
hip hop. In hip hop, everybody knows. Even Jay-Z will tell you. Just say you read in interviews. He'll be like, "Listen, when I was releasing my first album, it was Lauryn Hill, it was Andre, it was all these guys, and we all had to say, no, I'm the best. No, I'm the best." He says, "I
'cause
knew."
everybody could do it
Yeah,
back
he says,
then.
"I knew this woman can sing and rap way better than me, Lauryn Hill. Andre 3000 is a beast with Big Boy.
Freestyles.
Who am I gonna go against with? But guess what? Because I was a kid, I had to stand my ground. I'm like, no, I'm the best. Because albums came out at the same time, same week. 5 albums. These are top notches. Like, no, but I had so AK is like, listen, same thing they do in Americans. It's their thing, right? I'm gonna bring it in and do it properly. I'm the best. If you wanna come as an OG and come and question me, okay, I'll look at you, bro. Come on, you taught me this thing, so you can't play in this game. But I'm the best. And they're like, no, why is he saying he's the best? Because nobody else could stand against him and rap and say they're the best. Which is only right. It's hip hop, my friend. If I'm gonna say, yo, Randy, here in this room right now, I'm the best rapper ever. If you're gonna say, no, nigga, you're not, let's battle. If you win, okay, fine, I'm not the best, you're the best. We cool, we move on. But if
But
you
even
can't-
then,
if
bro,
you
people
can't-
don't relinquish the crown, bro.
if
We're
you
like,
can't
nah,
come,
it's
still
the
the
fans.
You won't just accept it, you
Then
whack.
no
You
one
like, no.
accepts.
No, dog,
People
accept
don't
it.
accept that.
I
man.
grew up in an era where it was Ken B, it was Sir J, it was
Oh,
all
it's rap.
Vice, it was
Oh
all
my
Ref. Where
God.
these niggas would literally walk with Vincent in crews and t-shirts to rap against other niggas from Tanzania. Where, listen, your crew, I'm gonna rap against you until your niggas are telling you that no, stop rapping, this guy's beating you. To that level where I wanna rap to a point where your team feels, nah, bro, I finally got you. Now it's more like, nah, bruh. No, so your views on YouTube, nah. I beat you with my views on YouTube. What? Your video has more views than mine, and you say you're better than me? My friend, let us rap. What happened to the lyrical content? Let's stand and throw words at each other, and let's judge it that way.
That's where what people get wrong, bro. People put business above
Exactly.
actual music. Because
That's
that
where you
nigga's
involve
good.
record
That
labels.
nigga's good. But, okay, are you filled up? Is it
You didn't
two?
fill up
It was
any
the
of them.
dome.
You didn't fill
No,
up any
man.
of them.
None of them.
Let's not talk about, let's not
But
be
he did
technical
good
and say
numbers.
fill up the stage.
This is
Let's-
hip-hop,
let's
bro.
say-
I'm not gonna go for business.
Let's
I'm a
say
bus-
he filled up the store, he sold all his tickets. Let's just say
No,
that.
he didn't.
He sold
No.
all his tickets. All the
Creating an
people didn't
argument.
attend.
Okay.
Nah? But he sold. Tickets were sold out. If you went to company, you wouldn't have found a ticket. But what were you performing? I haven't seen the set and like what he performed there. What were you performing there? I can guarantee you his first 2 biggest songs. He was performing it there again.
course, of course.
Same way he did it, fill up the dome
course.
Yeah.
and fill up whatever other
course.
stadium. Why?
That's what a gimmick does.
Because that's what made you. What other song, if other than Doc Chevaleza and Kusheshe, what other songs can you sing? Lyrics can you remember now off your head?
I can't sing any of his songs.
Don't sing Sha, Sha. I don't want to hear that.
It's not a song.
That's not, that's ad-lib. Can you think of any other ones? No,
Nah.
bruh. Why? Because he's a businessman. Business-wise, bruh, you can't kill him.
He's a P.
Nah,
Diddy.
it's-
Money-wise,
None of us can remember
money-wise,
the lyrics of P. Diddy songs.
maybe. I don't know how much these niggas have in their accounts. Maybe he has more money than AK. I don't know.
Doesn't
We
matter.
will never know. AK probably knows he has more money than him, but he's not going to come out and say
Exactly.
it. Because he knows, nah, he's got the business, Casper's got the business. AK can really rap.
Nah,
Casper can rap.
no.
Bro, whenever
Can't
this guy
really
gets checked, whenever this guy gets checked, checked, he runs. Like right now, he got a plaque
Yeah.
for 10 million streams. He says it's 10 million records sold. He gets checked by a guy who's been getting the millions of streams, who's made that money. Like, no, my friend, tell me the truth. It's streams. He blocks him and runs. Why are you lying to the public that you're making this much money? These are 10 million streams, meaning it's money, yes, but way less than record sales. You can't say that any of your songs have a 10 million records sold.
No.
Really?
This is
That
not
sounds
This
hectic.
is
That
not
just sounds
America.
hectic,
Even
bro.
in America, they're struggling to make those numbers.
Man,
And then you
Drake,
attack people, bruh.
Dude.
You attack people because he actually called that other dude that interviewed him.
Yeah.
Called him a little B, bruh. He interviewed, so the dude asked him other questions. How you doing? You happy with? Nah, he won awards. Nah, he's happy and all that. So he's like, alright, cool. But there's a little controversy. This whole thing with the stream thing, and then that guy's like, no, it was records sold. But anyway, let's move on. So the brother's like, but we need to know. He's like asking the question, like, if I'm gonna interview you, bruh, you can't run away from my question. If you don't want to answer me, then walk away. So now I ask you the question and you don't answer it. You're like, no, I already gave a statement. So then I ask you again, like, what do you think? I'm asking you a question. What do you think of the people saying that it was streams and not records?
And this is
and
one
then what
person.
you go around and
Exactly.
you attack that brah, you call him a little B, you walk around, you take his camera,
Yeah.
you go and delete the footage, brah, nah? And then you go on a press run, and then the organizer of the SAR thing tells the people, no, that dude was drunk when he did the interview. Then you go check on the dude's channel. He has a channel there where he does like all the new stuff. He doesn't even drink. Nah? And the IT
Yeah, he
guys
actually-
recovered the footage from the SD card that they deleted. Then he exposed him. He showed the clip on YouTube where Casper calls him a little B and all that in the
Sure.
background. What you trying to do? And all this coming from someone who is humble and nice.
Yeah.
And AK has been telling y'all since
He's
that
been
dude
saying
came, it's
this.
like this bruh's not as humble as
As
y'all
you
think
think.
he is. And with this video coming out, bruh, proves his point. And I won't be surprised if AK already went on Twitter just
my
to be
thing
like,
is-
I told y'all.
Like my thing is, this guy gets checked by some guys who are like legit. DJ Maporis has done songs with Jidena. Guys in America, big guys. This guy is telling me, like, no, my friend, I've made close to those streams, close with my songs. My songs are big. It's not just in the country, in the continent. It becomes a hit, then it flies overseas in London, then it becomes a London anthem. It doesn't even make 10 million. How can a few of your songs that you've just dropped now, a few nice ones, make 10 million records sold? I'm telling you, they streams, my friend. Say streams. Nope.
They
Record
must
sales.
say what? How many streams is one play? Like 12 streams? Or, I don't know, it's some number like that. Equals one record sold.
Sold,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Records
10
in
million
South
record, that
Africa
means
is,
120
like
million plays.
streams. Huh?
That's 120
Damn, you good.
million
You better than
streams.
see, all our artists in the country combined together,
Bruh,
man.
it's lies, bro.
Because like Nasty C is also killing it, bruh. But
yeah.
he's
But
international.
I like that kid. He is quiet though.
That kid,
He's working but quiet.
bro.
He is too,
Like I said, that kid is like a Chris Brown, bro. That kid is like record
he
label.
is too busy.
I
at,
need
like,
you to put the money behind me. Trust me, I'm gonna live
Like,
in
you
the
check that
studio and
song
give you the
here?
hits.
That song he released, the video they released now, I think it was over the weekend
French?
with that African dude, man. They did it on the Coke.
Oh,
studio.
yeah.
Oh,
They
Mad Over
actually
You.
dropped a-
Oh,
is it Mad
snap.
Over You?
Yeah, that song is beautiful.
But he did
The
two
lyrical
songs,
content
though.
on that
He
one.
He did two
It was
songs,
Mad
yeah.
Over You, and there was another one with this African
Um,
dude. Man, it wasn't easy.
I've forgotten the name of
Yeah, I
that
know the
That-
song.
They dropped a video for that thing also, bruh. Nice. That just tells me Nasty be killing it.
And then that kid says, record label, just give me the money I need to do this, make this happen. I'm gonna live in the studio. I'm gonna give you all the hits for you to make money.
How you just
And that's
come
all he
in,
does.
you come in and you have a deal with
You
Red
hear-
Bat, man.
bruh,
nigga.
you
Sports
hear no-
dog.
You hear no the lad has no stupid stuff happening in the side because he knows I fly to my concert, I come back in the studio, I record.
guys, I hear that kid's gay. I heard it came out.
Yeah, nah, bro, I don't know about that one, bro. I mean, I don't focus
the
on that,
first time
on those
hearing of
homo
it.
stuff, man.
A couple of people told me, like, I didn't believe it at first, but a lot of people started speaking about it. I was like,
They're trying to
that's
find
the
something.
scene,
I think.
gay.
They're trying to
Probably.
find something because
They're
there's
probably
nothing about that
reaching
kid
it.
that's out there.
Mm.
Like,
but he's
But it
clean.
would
whether
be
he has a
you
girl.
so
Exactly,
clean.
bro, like whether he has a girl, nobody knows.
He
We've
is
never
so
seen him on
clean,
social media
bruh.
with a girl or on the red carpet. He's just clean. Look at me, I'm the rapper. Here's a hit. I go and live.
And he's so humble, bro. Like if you watch his interviews,
He's a
it's
child,
like
bro. We've seen him on stage.
So humble, bro.
You've seen him on stage.
Nah,
He's like a
that-
child.
That kid is actually not necessarily humble, but he watches himself.
Yeah.
He's smart.
Because if you go
he
look at
watches
his,
himself.
if you go on his Instagram and you check
That
the
kid
videos,
is
he's
rude.
not humble.
That kid's not-
But he's always checking someone, and he does it subliminally because he's not gonna come out in a tech.
I'm like, hey, I'm
people,
talking
bruh.
about.
Bruh,
You'll make it a real joke.
there is this guy. There's this old man with the kick alley.
Yeah, Malay. I
Yo,
remember
Malema.
that.
No,
I
whatever his name is.
remember.
Yo, that kid came
yeah.
back with some video. And I was like,
Bruh, that was a
what?
hectic
This is
fucking dog.
disrespectful, but damn, boy.
That kid is not him.
Yeah, but
It's
then
good.
they made up afterwards.
It's
so.
not because one, he understands I'm a small lighty, so you OGs, I understand. I'm not gonna play with y'all. Let me do this here. But then if you're gonna try and jump on me now, I mean, like, I'm a brand. I'm trying to keep this brand clean. You're trying to destroy it, so I have to come and check you and fix this. Then I go back into my pocket, you know. So if you're gonna come as an OG to a child who's trying to do things right, I mean, he's making millions for his family, he's buying houses for his dad, got his own mansion, he's doing music. He's just focused on that. And then he's trying to keep this whole thing clean because he understands this beef, which ruins your brand and your labels, and you start losing some money because of image stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep this clean, and then you come in to try and filth my brand that's making me money. I'm gonna try and defend that by kicking back, and then after I kick back and I see I've fixed you, I'm gonna go back into my humble corner.
Yeah, bro.
Kids
It's
wisdom,
with
my
him,
friend.
brother. Music talks.
I mean, he's young, bro. I like how well behaved he is for someone that young.
I like the fact that
Because
he knows
these
he's
kids
young.
run their
Ooh,
mouths,
bruh,
bro.
these kids are wild
kids
out
run
here.
their mouths,
Especially around about that age.
Exactly.
Kids that are in his criteria. Because if you look on the American side,
Sure.
it's all the little whatevers, bro.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Migos
it's
jumping
him.
niggas.
Iris, Shane
Shane
Eagle.
Eagle.
That is like
And all these
only
other ones
for
come
me,
up
the
and
youngsters
coming,
that I
No.
would hit play without even
Questioning
thinking
it.
twice, bro. I see a Narcissi, so I'm hitting play.
Play, yeah,
I'm
definitely.
definitely. If I hear Shane Eagle or Iris, I'm hitting play, bro, because those owns are they're lyrical, man.
Yeah, lyrical
It's
bass.
not. It's
gifted,
not all
bruh.
this
It's
moaning.
gifted.
There's time for moaning and groaning.
There's no
on a
energy,
beat,
bruh.
but
Yeah.
a lot of the time I want to listen to like someone
Lyrics,
telling me a story.
Yeah.
What story are you telling me?
Exactly, that's what I listen for
I can't even
content,
hear what
bro.
you're saying.
You see, there's no
Content.
industry I hate more than like a local industry, meaning like here by us, like for example, East London, the Cape Town. There's no industry I hate more than the East London one. Which right? People are bitching. People are talking, and like this all talk. I'm like, guy, you said this about this guy. He released a song. Oh, okay, cool. And then he released a song. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then you ignore that fact that you guys are beefing. And then you release a nice song. Yeah, then he does a song. Like my friend, you haven't. There's still
Sorted
Umba
that
that you guys
out.
need to come and fix.
Yeah.
And niggas like, no. And niggas talk like, I'm the best out. Okay. Prove it. No, I don't have to prove it. And you're gone. Like, guy, you're still screaming you're the best out. We said, the rap community. Like, there's guys that you don't know who rap better than you. But you don't know who rap. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're not trying to chase this thing.
Yeah.
And then you say, we're the best. We telling you, listen, come stand against me and I'll shake you. No, I don't need to. I'm the best. And you run. How is this thing working nowadays? Is it like, yeah, scream I'm the best and run? Is that how hip hop works? And then you'll be the best if they can't catch you?
That's why I love guys like Cole. Cole doesn't even have to put himself up there. A guy just raps about what's important, and people say, Cole's one of the best.
And it is
That's
gone.
all
his
you have to
song,
do.
Like even that song with
all you have to
Cheesy.
do.
Yeah.
Have you heard it? With Cheesy,
I haven't heard that song.
Cole and Ken.
Ooh.
Those two.
After
they
that
go
interview,
in,
I was
bruh.
like,
Bruh, they go with J. Cole
And she easy.
and Kendrick.
Young
Kendrick.
Jeezy. Oh yeah, I haven't
Because
heard
J.
that
Cole
song.
goes in first, bruh. Woo. And then, then Kendrick comes and kills it at the end.
The one feature.
That is now
the one feature.
lyrics, bruh.
J Cole and G-Eazy can
That'll be
rap,
nice,
guys.
bruh.
A
That'll
lot
be
of white
nice.
boys can rap now.
G-Eazy
Yeah,
can
bruh,
rap, but then with him, it's
G-Eazy,
more like the style that he keeps. He
bruh.
understands that. Listen, if I try to improve from this year, I'm gonna be in the Lil Wayne and Drake with those weird white men trying to touch me. So I'm gonna keep it here, and all I do is go on tour and make millions. I'm
And
gonna
that's
keep
all
it
he
here.
does.
Know your lane.
That's all
Same
he
thing
does.
Yella's
But
doing.
that's all kid just goes on to. It's not mainstream media in America. We make it mainstream because you look on YouTube. That kid just stays here on the ground level. I go on tours. I make my millions. I go home. I buy a house. I buy a car, and I flash, shoot a video, and I go do it again. I don't want to be a
That's all he
Drake,
does,
a
bruh.
billionaire. I
Oh,
don't want to be
yeah.
a Jay-Z. I'm G-Eazy. I'm making
He
100
just
millions a
tours,
month.
bruh.
And that's me.
Because I've been, yes, when did I come across that nigga? Like last year before that. That's when it, what song is that?
With that girl.
I Mean It.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
That's now,
yes,
wait,
yes,
that's
yes.
like the
Way
first
back.
song.
It's like
And I came across that video by
2015, yeah.
accident, bruh. I was just watching videos and I
friend,
checked this thing. I'm like,
he has
this
a
looks
new
like a cool
song now.
video. And then I checked it and I'm like, this white boy actually. And then I went through
And
his,
you saw by yay.
bruh, since then, I was hooked.
Right, he has,
on
a, song-
Cheesy,
right
bruh.
here, he has a new song now called Plan. That was
Dope
part of the
song.
plan.
Dope song.
Dope song. Dope video.
The video's too nice.
Yo, that kid.
Too nice. See, when I watch videos like that, bro, I just
Get
feel
inspired.
inspired to work, bro.
You find somebody who can rap and who can make themselves look clean. Yo, dog. And you can see this guy is not chasing the limelight. He
Yeah.
found
And he's not trying
where he
that
makes
hard, man.
money. He's just keeping it. He's comfortable with the money that he's making. He's just good. He's comfortable with the amount of money he's making. That
And that's exactly what you're supposed to
exactly. Don't try and chase because
do.
one,
Let it come to you.
you simply need to be able to afford. But then, if you afford, yeah, and you afford everything you want, and then now you wanna start. That's when all the BS comes in because you don't need it, but because you can do it and you're doing it, it's fine. That ruins all this that you built. Stick to this year. If you're happier with a wife and a kid and you go on tour every 3 months and you're making millions, be fine with that. That's more than enough. You don't need that.
You
make the
don't
million
have to
a month.
make 500 million.
Exactly. You make $1 million a month. That's good, fam. That's 12 million a
More than
year.
enough.
Exactly.
Bro, there's a lot of people that don't really need like the industry, man. Because you
They-
check
they
Russ,
actually don't.
Same thing, bro. The hip hop industry, hates Russ so much. Why? Because he keeps telling you all to stop taking drugs.
Yeah.
Stop glorifying this, So now you know niggas don't want to hear that. Because that's the mode we
Mambo
in. I'm
music.
popping Xannies, I'm popping pills, I am leaning, I am doing all this.
Weed and
so
syrup.
leave me. Same with the Jay-Z thing. You know, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear something I can pop my pill to and dance to in the club. So now that's where like the difference comes with real artists and people who are just doing it for the money. Because
Exactly.
he stuck to his lane. He's still doing the same thing he's been doing all the years. His bars just got better.
Yeah.
Everything just got better. Now as soon as if he has to start now going into a mambo thing, I don't think you'll have so much success.
That's another thing that's actually making me happy. Like so many rappers now are actually standing up against this whole drug thing now.
Yeah.
Which is actually a good thing. Because man, we need to clean.
They waited for someone to
drugs, bro.
die first
Exactly.
until they woke up.
Yeah.
And you see, that's the whole thing with the music industry. But like, what y'all are doing, if y'all stick to what y'all doing, there's gonna be a time for that. Like the mambo rap thing, it came, it was that time. I don't think it's gonna stay.
Yeah, it's
forever.
not gonna stay.
Because the way I check it, I scheme we might just go back to the lyrical things because everyone can see now.
Especially
it's mambo
with the-
rap, it's popping pose and that. So people are slowly, as they're getting older, like the Uzis and getting older, their bodies can't take it. They're gonna start going like, okay, what am I gonna do now? That's where the problems gonna come for a lot of these guys that are not lyrical. Because most of the people that do mambo rap are ones that can rap, but I just dumb myself down to fit in. So instead of me writing a page, a A4 page or a verse, I can write like 5-6 lines,
Paragraph.
just repeat it, add some
Nah,
ad libs to it,
nah,
and then I have a
nah,
song,
nah,
make it
nah,
popular,
nah,
done. There you have yourself a song, bruh.
Yeah,
But that's
guys,
not always
yeah.
going to be relevant. If you stay to rapping, you're going to have people
There's
that
always a
still listen to
crowd.
that.
Who want to listen. There's always a crowd willing to listen. Friend, you're in the club for 5 hours at max. 24 hours. You have 19 of those hours. 8 of those hours you're sleeping. 11 hours. You want somebody to talk to you. You're gonna listen
Yeah,
to good
exactly.
music. In
You're
5
gonna
hours
want
in the
someone
club,
who's
you're
gonna
do
speak
this.
to your
Yeah,
problems.
Yeah. You're gonna get tired and your knees are gonna hurt. You're gonna get in the car.
You're
and you
gonna
can't
go
sleep in
home.
the car. You need to play some music to relax you. Listen to some J. Cole. He's gonna tell
Exactly.
you stop this nonsense you
Bruh,
do.
because my music I listen to Monday through Saturday and my Sunday music, totally different things, bruh.
Yeah.
If people have to hear like what I actually listen to on a Sunday, will be like, yes, so you're going to over 30s or over 40s. Why? Because I smoke. It's
Chill
a
down.
chilled vibe,
Exactly.
bruh. I want to listen to
Like, there is a time for
Keisha
all of
Cole
that.
and them and
You
all
don't want to
those
get
things on
out
a
of
Sunday,
church.
bruh.
You don't want to get out of church and start turning
Huh?
up like what the
Popping
hell?
pose, you do. Woman. No, bruh. I want to listen to
What? You just left church,
proper
boy.
music. I want to hear Brian McKnight say step 1, 2, 3, 4.
You see?
Come on.
Well, that's another thing that the guys this energy have lost. They've lost the ability to learn how to love. Because now the industry is just rough and filthy. It's just
Dude.
twerk. Let her twerk. If she ain't twerking on you, she ain't a real. What? What do you mean? If she ain't twerking on me, she ain't a real one.
Dude.
This twerking thing is a phase that these girls who crazy go to clubs and are wild are doing. So now my wife has to
It's
twerk
like,
me to call her a real one.
Nope.
I listened to Motorsport. Justin made me listen to that song, and he wanted to know who was better in terms of Nicki and Cardi B. Then he asked me out of the three guys who was better. I was surprised that Cardi B out-rapped Nicki, number one.
So,
Motorsport. Hey, bruh.
right?
It's questionable.
No,
bruh.
right.
Hey, man.
Like I like both verses.
Like, Nicki can
their
rap,
own, they're
hands
doing
down.
their own thing, man.
But Cardi,
I don't
what
think-
Cardi was saying, oh my.
Cardi's a vibe.
Yeah, that's why I say like she can.
But
make
she wasn't
music.
vibing on that song.
Yeah, can make
said
music.
no.
She
Like,
was
listen, I
rapping.
told her she came out with all that wild ratchet side. People like that ratchet side of her.
Yeah.
If you look at Nicki will finesse you smartly in a beat.
But
Well, like,
she
when-
didn't.
listen, I think Nicki knows how to come out sexy, and then while you're in the sexy, just snaps you back like, yo, I know how to be heard. And while at that, she goes crazy like that Barbie doll stuff. That is skill for me.
And she
Switching.
got punchlines.
Switching.
dog.
Yeah,
Don't tell me what a
but
girl is gonna
it's
come and blast it and tell you
it's
street.
only when she switched to the cycle.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, okay,
Okay, this is Nikki.
why didn't you just start here?
I do not want to see a girl who I find amazingly sexy with a booty wearing skirts like this here coming up to me and sounding like Nas back in the day. No, my friend, don't come here. Man,
Watch your man.
What?
You should watch your mouth. Niggas is pressed.
She
Hey,
took
hey,
shots
mouth.
at Cardi.
I don't want to hear those kind of stuff. If you dress like Cardi and I like you, stick to your club. You'll make them dance. Don't come to me like, "Nah, man, girl, I'm attracted to you physically.
Yeah. The thing is that made me like lean towards Cardi, her flow, number one. Number two, what she was saying, man.
This child is street. I don't like the fact that she's street. The child can rap, but
Bruh, I've never
That's
given.
not a reliable song.
Sauce. Woo.
What? What, nigga?
Bruh, I've never liked a Cardi B verse ever until I heard that song, bro. I was like, okay, clearly she can rap.
Bodak Yellow, nigga.
Nah, man.
I'm not talking about verses. I'm talking about
the song.
song. I'm
That
not
song
talking
make you
about.
dance in
And
the
I'm not
club.
saying you don't listen to it now when you.
Song.
No.
Let's do it in the
If
club
you
when
in
you
the
got sips.
mood,
Had some sips. go
even
to the
if
club.
you going to the Owens,
I
it's a
know
Friday,
that.
and you're gonna go to the Owens now. You're like, yeah, just wanna while I brush my teeth, let me just pump something. I don't like that song. Don't know. I don't like that song.
But it gets
But
you in the
if
mood.
if I have a lekker sound system, ooh, bruh, did you hear that? Ah, bruh, that song.
It's
I
actually
understood.
like Dog Shabella.
Like when
I
that
don't
thing
really
died,
like that song.
like when the
but
hype died for the song, when everyone's like, "Alright, cool, we over the Bodak Yellow." I actually listened to the thing and I'm like, okay, I understand why. Because if you're playing that thing in the club, dude.
I get all
Every
that. I'm
single
talking
woman.
verse now. I'm just talking verse. She surprised me with that verse.
No, like
She
me, like
surprised me.
Yeah,
bruh,
but she doesn't write the things, but
bruh,
She
hey,
doesn't. Well,
Okay,
that just destroyed the whole.
okay. I
bruh,
don't know
most
about
of these
that.
people don't. I'm sure Nikki didn't even write most of her verse.
Oh,
for
I
that
know
thing.
Safari writes for. I know
Okay,
Safari
he used
writes
to, but they're not. It's not together anymore. But see, and now like you have.
That nigga still slipping bars in there.
They gotta tell, bruh, some people who
still
need
sleeping
people
bars.
who need to come out in the game who know the truth and we're like
Exactly.
running with this thing of Otis and a ghostwriter and we're like, we found this kid a writer. He was a writer before we made him a mogul. Understand that. Jay Prince found this kid with good lyrics, saying you're a good writer, R&B wise. He wrote 3 songs for Alicia Keys before he got signed by Young Money. So don't come and say this kid's got a ghostwriter. We know, but we ain't saying anything.
Everyone's got, like, even Chris Brown had, Rihanna has, like, all of these people are good artists,
Now,
but not all of
Rihanna
them
has
are.
a lot of
Not all
songs.
of them are
She
writers.
barely writes anything.
You check? Because, like, for singers, it's easy to write a song for singers. Like, if I'm writing a song, okay.
Even
Now I'm like,
Beyonce.
that's not
Yo,
going to
Frank
work
Ocean, no
rapping.
Beyonce.
It's not going to work
Favorite is
rapping.
Frank.
Now you're like, whose voice will kill
Like,
this? Oh,
perfect
let's go to
example,
Riri.
That song of Eminem, the one featuring Ed. Ed wrote the song.
You see?
And it
Nobody
sounds
say
like
nothing about M because they know it's
it sounds like a song that Ed Sheeran write because I listen to Ed Sheeran's music and most of
Not a
it, but you
bad
can
thing
hear,
if you
like
make
you
a
can
song.
hear
If you make
exactly.
music,
that kid is talented.
That's
It's
where
not a
people
bad
get.
thing where you
That's
guys
where
can-
people get it
Listen,
wrong, bro.
I can write a verse for you that I feel like works perfectly for you because no, not everything I write is gonna be like more relevant
you.
to me. Emotion-wise, I've never gone through that, but I felt like I put some
Yeah,
words that
bruh.
make it touching. It'll work more for you. Jump on it, my nigga.
And people don't like it, because like even the what's this chick's name? Cash Me Outside chick. She's also doing music now. And I'm not even gonna lie, bruh. That music slap, dog. That music slap. Just think to yourself now. Cash Me Outside chick. I'm gonna go listen to her. The first song, shit, I'm like, what? This chick sing it? And then I listen to it and I'm like, okay, I understand why the would mess with it. And she dropped the second one and I'm like, okay, this child's. And then she dropped the third one. But bro, how all 3 songs that you drop. Hits, bruh. Hits. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go listen to Bad Baby. I'm not gonna go listen to it. But if she drops a song, bruh, I'll give it a listen.
Give it a listen. Yeah.
And that just shows you, bruh. If you're popular now, and I have great writing skills, I'll phone you and be like, say, bro, I can write like 2-3 songs for you, 3 hits for you. Not saying that you're not a writer. You're gonna give your input. I'm gonna write it. You're gonna be like, no, let's hit it with this flow.
Do
or
you
that
know
flow.
why it's such a big thing when Drake gets a songwriter? It's because Drake still hasn't have an actual classic. Although I think what's his first album? Thank Me Later. That album should have been a classic. For some odd reason, they don't deem it as a classic. Now, he doesn't have credentials to say, I've done this. Yes, he makes a lot of hits every year.
refuse
time
to
he
give
release-
it to him.
But an album-wise, he
No, they
doesn't
refuse
have
to
that
give it
because
footstep.
of the ghostwriting.
No,
thing.
No, no, no,
and-
no,
and
no.
because of
The
how he
ghostwriting
is.
thing
No,
is
listen,
new.
Because of how he is, they refuse to give that this kid because the thing with them is like, nah, he still has to prove himself, and then he proves himself, and like, no, he still needs to do something. If you think about it, this kid was the first artist to have 1 billion streams, my friend. These are milestones this kid is reaching.
The first person to have, I might have my facts a little wrong, to be on the Billboard charts, no? To have a hit single on the charts. 2 years?
This
More than 2 years?
Exactly.
My bro,
This lighty
how-
is a rapper.
How do you have a song
more than 2 years.
on the Billboard charts, Billboard 100, for 2, it could be 3 years.
What kind of
bruh.
song was
It
it?
could be 4, because I think it's from Take Care of Them Still, bruh. That's when it, no, actually, with Thank Me, that's when it started. So we had a song every year for 3 or 4 years
Just.
on the pub. It only stopped now with More Life.
My friend,
When he dropped More Life,
Exactly.
people weren't messing with
My
it.
friend, just
Why?
think about it.
Because he had UK niggas.
this is a rapper. This is a rapper who broke a pop records thingy, Lando, of having 12 billboards. He made 13. A rapper. 13, my
here-
friend.
here's the
Billboards
weird
in
thing.
one night.
They fighting Drake, but they forgetting even our biggest artists have ghostwriters. Eminem's biggest song, the song that made him famous, dun, 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 dun. Why is the name running away from my mind? If you had one shot,
Oh, yeah,
one
8
opportunity.
Mile.
He didn't write that. His engineers wrote
The
that song for
engineers
him.
wrote that, yeah.
But nobody ever messed with
See
M.
Monster. See
Fif-
Monster. The one guy wrote Monster. John Bellion wrote Monster. Rihanna.
Thingy.
John
Fif-
Bellion wrote the
Fif-
song.
50 Cent's first big record in the club. He didn't write that. Nobody, because all these guys have credentials before making
Why you
it.
want to fight a Canadian Jewish boy, guys? Because he shouldn't be rapping?
'Cause he's not American.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
the only reason.
This kid bought
telling you,
himself
man.
land. But have you seen his new house? Have you seen Hova's house? Have you seen the house of Rick Ross? Have you seen it got 50 in?
All I know is
Look at
Drake
his
has a bigger pool than Kanye.
Friend, it's a castle. My friend, it's a castle.
I
said it.
remember that song.
My friend, it's a castle. It's a castle, my friend. It is a castle. This kid has gone to the point where I made so much money, I don't need money. You're still gonna fight him? He got 13 Billboard Awards. None of you rappers have ever gotten close to that. In one night? In one award show, I walk away with 13?
I think Drake needs to change his circle because his whole camp, man. Because they don't speak for him. All the people that he does songs with, they don't speak for Drake. They don't be like, nah, Drake is awesome. Nah. All those guys are like, oh, okay. He's got a songwriter, okay. Because even McMill, him saying that his biggest song is with Drake. The Amen song. He doesn't have a better song than that Amen track. That is the best song I've ever heard of McMill.
But he had
And
to
it's because
expose
of
him,
Drake.
though. He had to expose, just so that we know, because he says he's the greatest. I'm not going to deny, I won't say
Yeah.
you're the greatest, but because you didn't write whatever song, however many songs,
Yeah.
that just, that killed it. And the reason why is you came out now a few years. Né? M's been around. Jay-Z's been around. All these niggas have been around. So even if it comes out, no, yeah, the Ghost Rider. People are like,
And?
especially after the Drake thing. Now everyone's going, no, but he also had,
Yeah.
doesn't matter, dog.
Jay-Z wrote Still Dre, man.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody care. Everybody bumping that, man. They're like, oh.
Everybody knows that Dre was never a rapper.
No, no, no.
In the click,
Pe-
he had
people
some
were,
guys writing.
were bringing up the fact that he also wrote Snoop's part.
Yeah.
That's when people were like, oh, wait a minute now.
People didn't wanna believe
Dre's a
it.
producer, so
Everybody knows
there-
that.
no one cares what he does.
Like way before he was
But
a
Snoop,
DJ,
everyone
the
was like,
producer.
whoa, you wrote for Snoop too? Snoop was like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Jay
he
just
didn't
played
even
that.
deny
I
it.
was like, I'm jamming this. Ain't
You don't
nobody gonna
deny
say
it, bruh.
nothing.
So now is people really going to talk nonsense about Jay-Z after he wrote a classic hit. It's not
Dude.
even for him.
Not even
We
for
didn't
him.
even know.
Still
I
Dre's
didn't
a
even know he
classic,
was
bro.
involved till this year.
Still
I
Dre
only
is a
found
I
out
always
this year.
knew that he was involved, but the part that confuses me is he let that song go. That's how you know a person trusts his
Great,
artistry.
yeah.
If you can hold a classic like that and be
that,
like,
let it go.
it's not for me. Yeah, you take it. How many artists can do that?
Not
How
many,
many
my friend,
artists?
Not many. Because
Because we've heard songs
man,
and be like, yeah, it's not for
even
you.
with me, if I had to go write a song for somebody, I'll write a song, and if I feel like, damn, no, my friend, it's fine. I'll write another song for you. I'll keep this one until I get a song like, yeah, Ina, go rap
Yeah,
this.
take this one.
But the one that I feel like, damn, I'm not giving it to you. I'm not giving it to you.
Do you know that could actually make your career bigger than you actually rapping a song?
I know, but the risk of it. I mean, I've written
Because
a
you
lot-
never know, bro.
Yeah, like with me, I've written a lot of like songs where I read and I'm like, yo, damn boy, and I keep them, and I'm like, honestly, I don't know whether it's the fear of anything, but it's like I feel like a whole lot better if I keep these here than I would if I took them out, and I know how great they are, and people who understand music know, damn, this is some good lyric shit, and then the people who don't know music will just vibe with it and call themselves the fans of music. They're like,
Yeah.
nonsense. Then I feel like I'm safe. I'd feel destroyed when I write a piece of art where like I know people who know music, who know writing, who know rap music will take this and be like, kid, you've done well. And then the rest, which is 95% of the world, will be like, so really, my friend? You write the best song of your life, and you feel
Nah,
like
but
everybody knows. Everybody who knows.
Try to
music.
picture Jay-Z being on Still Dre.
Just
Ain't gonna
think of
work,
that.
bruh.
What
Ain't
was
gonna
like in the
work.
studio.
The image
bruh.
rise, yeah.
It was, nah.
The image rise. Let's think about the
Who
image
is
rise
this
of Jay-Z.
kid? We don't even know this kid. Huh? Okay, they knew Jay-Z, but okay, they didn't really know
Like mainstream didn't know Jay-Z.
Nah.
where he was going, bro. They probably just says, "Wow, this bro is good with a pen." Huh?
Yeah, it's hanging
Let
around
him,
BIG.
let him.
They
put
almost
something
hated him
together.
because he did his own thing. They were like, yeah.
B.I.G. and this kid, and he's one of those kids who hung around B.I.G. It's fine. And then there goes a classic. You can't doubt the kid no more. You're gonna call him again. Yo, kid, come through.
Actually, that's the only thing they can say bad about it. Like, oh no, you just this because you used to hang out with Biggie.
You can't
Like
doubt his pen.
he said it so many times. You will argue who is the greatest between Biggie, Nas, Pac, Jay-Z.
And he's
Don't
right.
people argue that?
And he's right. That's all people are ever gonna argue. Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z.
Greatest. That's the four.
Said that on his second
He's
album.
saying you see now, and you see now the game, the way it's going. Nobody can ever doubt or question Jay-Z and who he is. Literally, he almost runs the hip hop game.
Exactly.
And coming back
So
to
who's
South
the
Biggie
biggest?
Africa.
for
Coming back
Biggie
South
to say,
Africa, for
"Come
you
with
to
me."
come and tell, I will never get over that, bro. You to come and call to me a B and tell him he didn't do nothing for you.
Dude.
My bro, really, dog? Really? To
Nah,
me.
man, we gotta learn to respect people.
You just,
man,
my
and
bro,
how
it's
to-
not saying that you need to go pay the bruh.
Yeah.
You just can't
Pay your dues,
say
bro.
things like that. Because I checked the video there where,
Exactly.
because he was there.
Yeah, he was
he was
there.
at the awards. Then he stood like really looking at the bruh like,
Like, really?
really, bruh? I must.
Me?
And then the people, what were the people doing? They were booing him.
Yeah.
They were telling him to go. Why? And then what did he do? He left.
He left.
Because he knows he is way bigger than, my bro, these niggas not gonna last forever. Your hype is gonna die. What you gonna do next? This is what I wanna do. You filled up what you needed to do.
At my point exactly.
Where,
My point
what is
exactly.
next? I know, okay, you got brains and all that, but what is next? That's gonna be as big
very
as fill up.
difficult.
It's one.
Because you can't beef.
no,
you can't
listen.
beef with AK no more.
It's one. The king.
You can't be with no one.
No, one. Go after the king so that your next album sells. It sells. Because if you head to head with him, the whole world, whole country, and the continent is looking at you. Told me. This kid has told me. Let's see what he's going to do. So when he drops an album, guess what? Let's hear what he has to say. Otherwise, we all know he's
Tommy
going to
will
lose.
murder him.
He is, exactly.
Tommy will
My
murder
friend,
him.
with him, remember, he's not a rapper. He's a business kid. He doesn't care about the accolades and being called whatever. With him, it's about making
but
the
Tommy
money.
has people's respect though, bro.
Yes, he's-
Exactly.
Yeah,
everybody's
Tommy has
respects.
people's
That's
respect.
why Wongo was like, are you
Do you know
hella
who this
insane?
guy is,
Really?
bro?
Do you know who you're talking to?
Tommy is
Your
respected by
OG,
MCs in
bruh.
America. dude.
Your OG calls this guy OG.
Exactly. And then you have people like on social media and Facebook and all of this actually
trying to hype it
backing,
up.
yes,
Yeah.
and telling, being like, no, 2 minutes to calm down,
Mm.
and these people need to do this. And I've seen it like with a lot of people.
That's why I hate
posting,
social
Like,
media.
nay,
Yo, man.
AKs, AKs, them are hating to me. All
Mm.
these ones are hating. Really, bruh? You telling me all these ones are hating on
Nah,
one
AKA
person?
loved
You
him,
telling me
man.
the people are the problem?
Mm.
My bro, these ones are just trying to expose.
Exactly.
They're just trying to show. Like you saying you're wearing a red cap. I'm looking at it as a blue cap.
Exactly.
So now I'm gonna expose. I'm gonna say over the mic, no, this nigga's wearing a blue cap. And you're like,
Mm.
no, it's a red cap. You lying. People don't see that. I can see it. He
Mm.
can see it. But now when you get to public, then you switched your cap. Now you really got a red cap on. Now people think I'm lying. Like, no, that's what I was lying. That nigga's wearing a blue cap.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what's happening now, bro. People are always gonna take his side,
Amen.
like his side because
Randy?
of what he's done.
Yeah.
It's like I said, my friend. The Philip campaigns. This kid knows that in the next 5 years, he will not be relevant in the history books. So he decided, let me do something that's never been done in this continent. Fill up these international the stadiums so that my name is down. So in case in the next 5 years, really, I'm not around, guess what? I'm in the history books. not forgotten.
All he's gonna do now is just gonna deride everybody else's wave now.
That's all he's doing. He wants to imprint his name in the history book. So that in 5 years, when you do forget about there was ever some annoying kid by the name of Kesman Nyovest, he's in there. We can't forget him because musically he shouldn't even be there. But then now he forced it that he's there because guess what? He used his humility and his friends to say, so let's do something that this country will never forget. So that even if we fail, even if we fail when it comes to music, we're in the history books. They know us. Now, you filled up 3 of the biggest. Now you are aiming for one more because it's the last one. And Moses my beat. After that day, in your verse, what are you going to do? An album.
You shouldn't
you
even
have
go
no
to
st-
Moses
exactly.
Mobile.
He has no stories to tell anymore. None whatsoever. What next is there? Doom is the next big thing. The king of African hip hop. Let me run against him so that people can see I have the ball, so people can still talking. So in a recent album, my album will sell. Otherwise, the war here, I'm gonna lose. I know that. As long as my album sells.
People always take his side just because they don't like AK.
AKA.
It's the only reason. Like when it comes to sport, huh? I like Man United. Get anyone else who's not a Man United fan,
Exactly.
they will always go against Man United. Why? Because they just don't like us. Maybe if we can play against another team they hate, they will still support that team. Why? Only because they hate
Man
this
United.
team so much. Same thing. People hate AK that much, bruh, that they're not even willing to give that nigga a chance.
I mean, I have a line which I
AK
say.
is a freaking
You see,
genius,
like,
man.
I mean, I have like a line which I wrote which says, South African game now has become another Nas and Chiga war. But then here, the ether will never beat the rap Thor. That ether will not exist because the person who's supposed to be the ether is not naturally gifted to be the ether.
Yeah.
And the rap Thor is gonna obviously every single time beat this damn ether that's not supposed to be there in the first place.
And people are always gonna go back to like the diss tracks. That they
course.
dropped. Yeah, Kes was very disrespectful, and he killed him.
He
When it came to
Googled.
diss,
Exactly.
you won.
He went
I
to
would
go
say,
dig.
I would say you
Because
won.
he
He
dug
played
out
filthy.
personal stuff,
He
bro.
played filthy and made a
But-
noise about it. He wasn't even rapping. He was just
But
throwing insults.
Whose songs are still streaming? Is any of his disses being streamed?
Never played.
I
in one
know
club.
Composure still being.
Never played in one club. Never
I know
heard.
Composure still being.
I've
pumped.
been to Cape Town and Joburg and East London. I've never
Composure
heard.
still being. Composure was put on an album. And
Exactly.
they made money off where they dissed you. And you got the nigga that you also dissed working together. Why do you think, this is what I'm looking at now, why is Anati
He saw the truth.
On
Yeah,
that
He
side.
saw the truth. He saw it now.
and he's not with AK? When they were best buddies, when it came to dissing, they talad Futsek,
yeah, Fusech.
Fusek, and then there was another song
Yeah.
where they, Tiarbra and what Ricky, my bro, they,
With
dissed,
Ricky,
they had a
Like, he
few,
saw it.
and they
He
had
saw
to
it.
team up.
Yeah, Nati saw
Against
back
him.
say, no, this is not it. Really? No. This guy is actually, not, as much as he has an ego because he believes in himself and his talent. I want that. This is not what I thought it was. I'm jumping ship.
But it
Aye,
also
man,
goes
Utheni
back to
Nalo. Who do you think Anadi's talking to? Which one? It's not even that much. So all the money you're saying you're making, no, my friend, I know you don't have it because I've been working with you for 4 years. Naloma like
But it goes back to that Jay-Z and Nas situation. Everybody say Nas won that so-called battle. But looking at it, first of all, Ether was just a diss track making fun of Jay-Z. Jay-Z made a hit song. And he spoke facts. Nas said Jay-Z was sampling a song. Jay-Z most sampled Nas on his first album, yeah? And it's like, what? You claim that I sampled your vocal on one of my songs. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. Facts, bro. Facts. Dead Presidents, classic song, bro.
You made a hot line, I made a hot
But ask people, where is that line from? Which song? They won't know. They won't know. Who gets to perform their song? Jay-Z still performs. What's the song? No, man, the song that he dissed him with, the classic song, man. He can't perform either. It didn't even play on radio. But it's just that it sounded aggressive. It sounded aggressive.
Who is the bigger guy?
That says a lot, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know, who won in all this year? Ether. Yeah, let it come down. And the guy who played the smart radio. Who won?
To
He could sign you.
Exactly. He practically owns Nas, actually, because Jay-Z, he did run Def Jam and then he practically said, yeah, I'm done running this record label. I'm do something else. So,
That you signed at, this nigga
Yeah,
rocks
bro.
up and runs it.
it's painful, bro. It's painful.
Yeah, man.
It's painful.
Things happen in this game, man. It's a beautiful industry, though.
Yeah.
Beautiful industry, my man.
That's
Thank
why you shouldn't make any enemies.
The bridges you make, my man. You make a
Yeah.
few bridges in this game, and
Yeah.
don't
burn any
don't
bridges,
collapse
man.
any of them, man. Don't collapse
'Cause
any
you
of them.
don't know.
That's why I try to keep it as straight as I can with people. Like, I will not lie to you because of a favor. If you can't accept my criticism, it's okay, bro. It's okay. I will not fight with you. Just keep it there.
I'd actually.
I can't lie. He
Bruh.
knows. Like me and the guys always work together. He calls me the hater because
This is real.
Yeah.
You'll say
That-
it how it
that's
is,
David.
bro.
I say it how it is. I really can't lie to you. I want to help you grow, my friend. So I'm going to say, yeah, bro, that line you're mumbling, yeah, that line is, yeah. But then niggas are like, yo, what? Okay, bro, it's fine. I will not have an opinion on your music.
Exactly. Bruh, it's always important to have someone to tell you what you're doing wrong than to have someone to tell you what you're doing
Just
right.
You
like me.
need someone who can
Exactly.
challenge you, bro.
Exactly.
Not just
Say yes, man.
yes man. Yeah, you don't want yes men around you. Oh, is this song now? You're like, yeah.
Yeah,
But then
nice
behind
song,
your
bruh.
back, I'm like,
Yo.
yes, I can't
First of
believe
all,
Randy put that out.
There's no song that's perfect.
Exactly.
If you don't have anything that you say you don't like about the song, something's wrong.
Exactly.
Something's wrong with what you say. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. But guys, hey man, this has been a freaking awesome episode.
Thank you
man.
so
Yeah,
much,
We need to
man.
I
have
feel
more.
like I should be a regular. on-
And plus, you
That's
hear with
too
the guy.
lucky.
Like you hear with the guys every day. Like I'm happy that I finally got called for the sixth episode, and I'm one of the
Bruh,
homies.
I just want to be
Amen.
involved. Like I don't have to be the main guest.
Yeah.
I just want to be like
Just come lurking
there.
here.
So
Oh,
so I can
hot
hear
topic.
what y'all talk about, and then
Except oh,
Throw
you're
my
I
right.
can
two
just throw my
cents.
It's good to have a conversation, bro, because
Yeah.
we all learned.
Yes, like
something
on
from this.
the other day in Buffy on Saturday, we were together. He told me
Yeah.
about the podcast, and he was like, "Bro, imagine we all in it, like we're all having drinks. We know our opinions now. We're not gonna hold any bars. We're just gonna sit here and just talk.
On
Yeah,
a
we
freaking
still-
microphone.
That's what you
Exactly.
want. You want something real, man. You don't want
Like
people
we all
here
know in the bars, like holding
not
stuff.
saying
like,
this and not saying because I like this. No, bruh.
How nice
People
is
can
it we
hate
were
me.
able to disagree about Eminem? We
You
all
see?
love Eminem,
We
but
all
we were
love it,
able
but
to disagree
exactly.
about it.
Were we gonna be
Perfect.
able to have a conversation if we all were like the album's nice?
Yeah.
What are we gonna talk about?
Then we
Ooh,
would
I
have
like-
to move on so
ooh,
fast.
I like
Like,
the
yeah, it was
strings.
nice.
I like
Exactly.
the strings on track 6. Oh,
oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh
no, we
bruh.
argue like that was a good. We needed that.
Get
bruh.
my point. You don't have to accept
Exactly.
it. I'll get yours. It's fine. It gets your point. It's fine. You're happy? Yeah. Eventually, there'll be like one or
good
two
to share
points where you're
views.
like, oh shucks, we all learned from this.
And you're doing it for the people that are listening
And
also.
that's how it is.
Now
Exactly.
people are like, oh, should I go listen to them? Now we talked
Yeah.
about now like, okay, let me go listen. 'Cause
let me
now
go
I'm curious
listen.
because that bra
Yeah.
said nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Said he heard so many. That one said
Exactly.
My point exactly.
Nah, I want to hear for myself. So you're starting a conversation.
And you see with this year, one thing I like the fact that niggas know music.
Yeah, bro.
Randy is a sound engineer, well trained ear, well musically inclined. Navi loves music and hip hop and R&B.
And
Well, good
he's
ear,
on
amazing
music
videographer,
video.
director as well. Still, he loves hip hop. He loves the culture. So now he went out and Googled, and he's well inclined with the culture. So now we're able, people who are well inclined in the culture and musically as well,
That's
can
what
have
you
this
need.
debate.
Separate
That's
entities.
what you need.
You see?
People with different minds to talk
Yeah,
about.
I really like this. That's dope, man.
But I would actually like to have this on a live platform, though, with actually an audience.
Yeah, that would be amazing, man.
That would be freaking
That would be
amazing.
amazing.
But even if you go
That'd be
live, you
freaking
can go
amazing.
live on like, so you don't have to do it with people just
No.
yet. Because I don't know, man. If there's people around, bro, there's certain things you not really wanna.
No,
Like-
that's
It's like,
exactly
that's why I'm
why
saying
we need
if
to talk
nah,
about
that's
it.
why I say if it's 3 of us or whatever, 4 of us in a room where it's just us, and there's maybe a camera there.
No
while
holds
you're
barred.
live, then there's no pulling back.
Yeah.
There's no okay, we're gonna edit that. No, bro, that's real, and
Throw your
that's
punches,
what the
bro.
people want because that's where you get your true opinions across. Because people can hear our voices, but they can't see.
Yeah. We need to go
Our
visual,
expressions,
man.
bro.
Next
Yeah.
year, we need to go
Yep.
visual.
Yeah,
we need to
bro.
go visual.
We can go live on it, man.
Hey, bro. Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Flip.
Guys,
But
we can
thanks
do
for
so
having
much
me,
of this, man.
bro.
We can do so much of this,
It's
man.
been
Thank you
awesome.
for having
It's
me,
been an
man. I
honor
truly
again.
Nah,
appreciate
bro.
it.
Thank you for
second
such
episode,
an
nigga.
awesome episode, man.
Thank you,
Not even
man.
you too, man, because
Oh yeah, yeah.
you brought in a different element.
Oh yeah.
because
Comes with current senses.
it seemed like we were gunning for steel. So it's good that we found a way to
But and
actually.
as soon as I came in, because I heard y'all had, okay, we kind of had that conversation already. So when I came in and I heard y'all talking about that, those two, and I'm like, woo, I want to still steal space, bruh. That's why when I came in, yeah, it was just the two of you going and stealing.
That's why I
was just
brought up
sitting
the
here like,
conversation because I saw his post. I was like, "This is perfect for this nigga.
See,
this
bruh,
is perfect
that's
for
what
this
you
nigga.
need,
That's
bro.
perfect for the podcast."
Excuse me, I respect the fact he's a fan. Like I told him straight up, I love what the kid is doing for the culture, but he just needs to understand that he's built a space in this culture for people who are not as talented as the rest. So he's
Yeah.
one of those. He's saying he built this, and he should be proud of it. He should be very proud of
That
it.
big thing,
And understand that he's these people and he's this person.
keep
Don't go
your
play with
humility.
those. You know? So you can't shout, I'm the king of a castle that you came and rented a small space in. They allowed you to do it. But you're going to come and call yourself the king of that castle? I respect what he's done for the culture. It's hella amazing because there's nobody else who would have dreamed I'm going to go fill up the dome.
yeah.
That kid has dreamed and made. Now he's making everybody. He's made people in hip hop realize that you can dream further. We appreciate that. We really appreciate him for that. He's done that. But he needs to understand that, I mean, you groomed out. You come out and cut the space in our culture for yourself and for your empire. You building your empire. Fine, that's great. Stay there. But don't come and scream in the castle. Scream in that small parking space you built for yourself there.
Look at M. M is, without a doubt, the best. Top 3, top
Yeah.
5, whatever.
By far.
But his favorite rappers is 50 Cent and Jay-Z.
See? See? You know what
He could out-rap both of them.
Yeah. But he knows, but
But for
came in
him
and
to
I made a
still
space for my-
humbly say,
yeah.
I respect
Because
those
remember,
guys.
in those days, there was one person who was very mediocre, which was Mr. Vanilla. So he knows, in their culture, guys, in their culture, I came and I played a space. They accepted me, and they gave me all the accolades and stuff. I should be grateful. I'm grateful I'll stay in my space.
Exactly.
So black people's culture, man.
Humility. Mr. J,
Oh, man,
give
thank
them your handles, man. Give them
Uh,
your handles.
Instagram is at JWorldwide. Twitter at JWorldwide. And on Facebook, it's Junior J Kimber. And I want to thank this guy here for bringing me in, man. Thank you so much. It was lovely.
Nah, thank you, homie.
What you doing, even?
And you? You want to give your
That's Naval Castles
your
all
handles?
around. Nice and simple for you. NAVINCASSERS. Let's get it.
Look at the plug. It's a
But I
plug.
have to. It's my
It's a
second
plug.
time. I can't do it the same as I did it last time. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Guys, it's been an awesome episode. Thanks again. We are Blueprint Sessions, and this is episode 6. catch us on all platforms as Blueprint Sessions, and you can email us at blueprintsessions@gmail.com. And the website is coming. Hopefully, it'll be ready by early January.
Oh, yes.
Thanks.
Oh, yes.
And we out.
Thank you, LZ.
Peace.